Bring it on.
This life is not easy. So much hustling and puzzling. Everyone is struggling. So make you know they believe it. Since everyone is chasing, you're never gonna make it. Never say no. Never give up. Keep your head up. Standing tall. And for sure, you go turn it up. Turn it up. Turn down for what? Shane and them toxic. We know go blow. Share them, they see us now. We don't glow. Take a look at me now. Take a look at me now. We're running things in this town. Can't you see?
I don't care who you are, where you from, what you do. Just as long as you're chasing money, do what's right, never give up on it. Bring it on, bring it on.
Are you ready? Unu ready?
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall. Bring it on.
And of course, no matter how you try, never fall.
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall.
Keep your head up high, stand tall, so you can achieve all that you want. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's a Tuesday, the 26th day of May 2026.
Some people know they hate you.
Yeah.
So use the number 6 so and calculate.
Which means only 4 days
The beef self na me.
to the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey at the Aviation Social Center. And I hope to see you there.
On crayfish show. We go mix so. Oh Lord.
Let's meet. Let's have fun even as we watch the Champions League final. Make sure you're there at 10 a.m.
Take a look at me now. Take a look at me now. We're running things in this town. Can't you see?
I don't care.
We have a packed show for you this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Just as long as you're chasing money.
We'll start with a focus on illegal mining, where Joy News Checks has revealed massive destruction of the Oda Forest Reserve as chiefs call for immediate action.
Never fall. Keep your head up high.
And we're told that the Oda Forest Reserve in the Bekwa enclave of the Ashanti region is facing one of its gravest environmental crises in recent years as illegal logging, unregulated mining, and widespread encroachment devastate large sections of the ecosystem. This morning, we'll be getting there to find out what's happening.
Bring it on.
This life is not easy. So
And the question is, are we really keen on ending illegal mining?
you know they believe it. Since everyone is chasing, you're never gonna make it. Never say
But this morning also, I'm interested in discipline in our secondary schools. You know that 4 advanced senior high students were arrested after viral cutlass threat video sparked alarm. Okay,
we know go blow.
but it's important to understand.
Them they see us now. We don't
Now, have discipline and values declined in our schools, or are students facing pressures that we are not paying attention to? You know, as always, we do the show with you. Let's get interactive here on the Super Morning Show. My name is Winston. Amoah. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Then on WhatsApp 055-111-11997. But this morning also, we're going to be having a conversation because of the impasse between medical laboratory scientists
know they hate you. So use
and laboratory physicians,
calculate. You go
which threatens to affect healthcare delivery in this country.
where the night I suit.
Stay with us. I'll be telling you more here on the Super Morning Show.
On crayfish show.
But coming up is the news at 6.
Shane and them toxic. We know go blow. Share them they see us now. We don't glow. Take a look at me now. Take a look at me now. We're running things in this town. Can't you see?
I don't care who you are, where you from, what you do. Just as long as you're chasing money, do what's right, never give up on it. Bring it on, bring it on.
Are you ready? Unu ready?
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high
life is not easy. So much hustling and puzzling, everyone is struggling. So make you know they believe, say, since everyone is chasing, you're never gonna make it. Never say no, never give up. Keep your head up, standing tall, and for sure, you go turn it up, turn down for what? Shane and them toxic, we know go blow. Share them, they see us now, we don't they glow. Take a look at me now, take a look at me now. We're running things in this town. Can't you see?
I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do. Just as long as you're chasing money, do what's right, never give up on it. Bring it on, bring it on.
Are you ready? You ready?
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the news at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we on Love 99.5 FM and in all 60 regions of Ghana via our various partner stations. We are also live on myjoyonline.com, on X Spaces, and on YouTube. Coming up, your favorite takeaway packs will soon be out of stock and illegal as the EPA announces the ban of polystyrene use in food items.
Carcinogenic. It's also inflammable, highly inflammable substance. So it's not biodegradable for the environment.
Also in this bulletin, questions emerge over approval of Damang mine takeover as private citizen petitions Shraj to probe alleged conflict of interest involving President Mahama and his brother's company, Engineers and Planners.
When he returned, he approved of the discussion. And the discussion that you were not part of, why would you approve of it? These are questions we should be asking.
And civil society organizations petition Parliament to push for urgent reforms to child protection systems.
Not less than 5% of the District Assembly Common Fund should be allocated for child protection.
Issues of child protection would have been a thing of the past. The 2 districts we visited, we actually saw the impact.
In business,
economist Professor Patrick Sumin believes new forex framework might have limited Bank of Ghana's ability to aggressively check the current depreciation of the cedi.
in our first story, the white styrofoam takeaway packs used daily by thousands of Ghanaians will soon become a thing of the past as the EPA has announced a sweeping nationwide ban on polystyrene foam products beginning January 2027. The ban covers production, importation, distribution, sale, and use of the products, including takeaway packs, food containers, disposable cups and plates, foam packaging, insulation materials, and related products. According to the EPA, the move is part of efforts to tackle plastic pollution and also improve environmental sanitation.
So research has shown that the styrofoam, when exposed to extreme heat, can leach and can leach substances like styrene, which is a cancer agent, or it's carcinogenic. It's also inflammable, highly inflammable substance. So it's not biodegradable for the environment. So whilst we talk about the health of humans, we also talk about the health of environment when it comes to styrofoam.
Well, you heard that Nanama Brown-Kluche, she's the Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Authority. Now, the authority adds that medical and scientific users will be exempt, and the transition period is to allow businesses to adopt safer alternatives.
But we also understand that stakeholders need time to put together the alternatives to this packaging and the use of this styrofoam product. So we have given up to 1st of January to have it completely off the market, off our homes, in the country.
In our next story, a private citizen, Emmanuel Senyo Amekpelenu, is seeking answers over the takeover of the Daman mine by engineers and planners, questioning who ultimately approved the deal after President Mahama reportedly recused himself from cabinet discussions due to alleged links involving his brother, Ibrahim Mahama. The concerns are contained in the petition filed at the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice by Emmanuel Senyo Amekpelenu, who is demanding a full-scale investigation into the transaction.
One critical question I want us to ask is that after the discussion by the members of the committee, who finally approved it? Because the president chairs and approves every discussion that goes on because he left the discussion room. But at the end of the day, it is incumbent on him to say that I am approving A, B, or not. Let there be a determination that it was discussed behind him, but when he returned, he approved of the discussion. A discussion that you were not part of. Why would you approve of it? These are questions we should be asking.
Government says Ghana's newly launched e-visa policy and portal have been integrated with advanced security and verification mechanism to ensure rigorous screening of travelers entering the country. Speaking at the launch of the e-visa portal, President Mahama said the policy is expected to boost tourism, business trade, travel and investment by making access to Ghana more seamless as well as efficient.
Effective today, from this moment, all holders of African passports traveling to Ghana for business or tourism will apply for visas exclusively via the new online e-visa platform, and they will pay no visa fee. And so, for emphasis, all African passport holders will not be required to pay visa fees when they apply online. Applicants will continue to undergo all the necessary vetting and due diligence. While some countries are expelling fellow Africans and making them feel unwelcome, Ghana proudly welcomes them and affirms that this is your home.
You heard President Mahama there. The Center for Democratic Movement is demanding urgent government action to tackle the worsening food gluts involving cereals in the country. Addressing journalists at a news conference in Accra, the convener of the group, Samuel Duku, outlined concerns surrounding the oversupply of maize and sorghum, warning the situation is threatening the livelihoods of farmers as well as disrupting the agricultural value chain.
At a time when vast quantities of perishable food items continue to rot in farming communities due to inadequate storage, weak transportation system, and poor market linkages, one would expect a decisive state-led intervention to absorb, preserve, and redistribute these surpluses as part of a truly productive 24-hour economic model. Instead, what we observe is disproportionate emphasis on the rhetoric of 24-hour markets without the corresponding investments in the foundational logistics, aggregation centers, cold chain infrastructure, processing facilities, and inefficient distribution networks that makes such a system viable.
The Feed Ghana program is facing growing scrutiny as the Concerned Farmers Association has backed Send Ghana's concerns over delays in the distribution of agricultural inputs. Deputy Country Director for Send Ghana, Alhaji Mumuni Mohammed, said the country is at risk of low production if government does not step up with implementation this particular year.
The season is fast approaching. The rainy season is almost setting in the north. I know in the south it's been on for some time now, but our checks on the ground reveals both with farmers but also the Department of Agric that most of the districts are yet to receive these inputs. And we are very much concerned that if government doesn't step up efforts, and this has implication on our production figures for next year.
Before we go, civil society organizations are calling for urgent reforms to Ghana's child protection system, citing persistent funding gaps, weak coordination among institutions, and limited capacity at the district level. They say these challenges are contributing to rising cases of child abuse, trafficking, and child labor. The CSOs have now petitioned Parliament to adopt key reforms to strengthen protection mechanisms nationwide. There's more in this report by by Deborah Inimwa Bedu. Read to you.
In 2026, children in Ghana are still being trafficked, abused, and forced into labor. This is according to some civil society organizations who say the country's child protection systems remain weak despite years of interventions. National Advocacy Advisor for SOS Children's Village in Ghana, Gloria Emeka, says weak funding and overstretched social welfare structures remain major challenges.
We have a domestic budget, a dedicated budget for child protection, and of course we have not less than 5% of the District Assembly Common Fund should be allocated for child protection.
Chairman of Parliament's Human Rights Committee, NSCL Enim, is calling for community child protection committees to be established in all district assemblies to improve monitoring and reporting of abuse cases at the local level.
If we had these CCPCs across all the communities we have in our country, across all the districts, I think that issues of child protection would have been a thing of the past, because the 2 districts we visited, we actually saw the impact these committees are making within their various communities.
And to continue engaging stakeholders on the best ways to implement the proposed reforms effectively. For Joy News, Deborah Inimwa Bedu's report read to you.
And that's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odame. You find all these stories and more on myjoyonline.com. Thanks for your company. The business news comes up next on the Super Morning Show. Have a great morning.
Jump on go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
When I say ABSA, you say yes. ABSA Bakiti, we go say yes this 2026 till your jobs are dropping down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. A work is here, and they work it well. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will say me. Join the ABSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with ABSA. Your story matters.
Brushing gets more fun with your kids with the new Pepsodent Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Mom, please can I have some milk in my Milo?
Have you tasted it?
No, but I didn't see you add milk.
Hey, taste it before you ask me any questions.
Hey, milk na chomu say.
This is Milo all-in-one. Milo Pampa, cocoa, malt, milk and show, everything is inside.
Milo All-in-One already comes with more milk. Just mix with water and taste the nourishing goodness of quality cocoa, malt, and more milk all in one sachet. Milo, the energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
When the bills are mega.
When the plans are mega.
When the pressure is mega.
When the need is mega.
Then you need a mega answer. That answer is Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loan. Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loans promo is available to new and existing salaried workers, existing loan subscribers, including top-up customers and pensioners. Get support for personal needs, family priorities, school fees, home improvement, business support, and more. Enjoy big loans, low rates with a quick and straightforward process designed to help you move without delay. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch today or call 030-2214-314. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Absa Bank, Absa Your Story Matters, and Total Energies, which means we can bring you the Joy Business Report brought to us by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. George, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you doing?
God is still taking good care of his children.
That's very important. God is still taking very good care of his
The underlying word is very.
Very good care, yes. Tomorrow is a holiday, right?
Yeah, I wish that we could have still had our the weekend thing,
No, you can't.
Because I thought that was
For
the law, right?
Religious, but you see, for religious celebrations, you cannot. Because tomorrow, people have to, a lot of our Muslim brothers would have to go for prayers. Yeah. They have to, do the sacrifice, share, and everything, So it's important for the religious.
If I own a business, I will give all my Muslim friends permission to go and observe this thing.
Yeah, but if you do that, then it's just, you might as well make it a holiday.
But I'm just saying that so that we still enjoy the weekend thing. You understand? Because I believe that there are a lot of my Muslim friends themselves who would have wished that this thing is celebrated on Friday.
Okay.
So I thought that we should still go back to that law that says that when it's in a midweek or we push it to Friday and enjoy it.
Lie. It will not happen. It's tomorrow. But of course, you and I are going to be here. And it's not like we have a choice. We have to be here and work. But this morning, I don't know whether you've seen the Adan Senior High School video where they had cutlass and all of that. I don't know whether you've seen that video.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I think it's a challenge. Where do we draw the line between discipline, enforcing discipline, human rights, and trying to encourage our young ones to also their best? And I don't want to mention names here. In certain schools, even now, in terms of grounds work, the students are not allowed to do grounds work.
So it's important we find out whether discipline and our values have declined in our secondary schools, or students are facing pressures we are not paying attention to. When we were in secondary school, these things went on. I did not see anyone holding a cutlass or whatever. But my father told me when he was a teacher in the early 80s, certain students using wire to whip others. And at the time he told me that he made sure they were dismissed from the boarding house because he felt that those people were not fit to live in society. If I could borrow the words of my former headmaster, Bonsi, in Mali School, he says, you're not fit to live in society if you behave like that. So these things have been there.
Yeah.
But, cutlass? No.
All sort of things happening. And I think we should draw the line again between enforcing discipline or seniors trying to check juniors and what you might call indiscipline.
Yeah, so look, let's get in touch with this morning. I'd love your thoughts on it. Our discerning listeners, whether discipline and values have declined in our schools, or students are probably facing pressures we're not paying attention to. And I mean, many of us have been through the secondary school system, so we know, how these things happen. But also this morning, George, of the laboratory physicians. There's this whole impasse between the laboratory physicians and the medical laboratory scientists.
Oh, I see.
Good.
This time it's not the medical doctors.
No, the laboratory physicians are actually medical doctors. Some of them they're medical doctors.
Yeah.
Some of them are actually medical doctors. Yeah. These laboratory physicians, and I know some of them medical doctors who are laboratory physicians. They are pathologists. Okay. Now the thing is that they are needed in our labs to effectively interpret test results.
Yeah.
However, there's some impasse going on there which likely could affect healthcare delivery. And so this morning, they're going to be joining us here on the Super Morning Show. And to find out more, and this is an issue that has been with us since 2012. We'll see how we can resolve that. But also, we're going to be having a conversation about the Oda Forest Reserve in the Bekwai Enclave. Illegal mining. Destroying the Forest Reserve.
And talk about mining, today at 10 a.m. is a roundtable discussion on Ghana's extractive future, to nationalize or not to nationalize, or in terms of indigenization and all those things. It will be a whole total 360 discussion on the extractive sector at 10 a.m. on Joy News, radio, and all our platforms.
Exactly. This whole conversation about our natural resources, it's important we have it. Do we, nationalize it? There are those who've made the point that we tried it in the 80s, it didn't really work. Yeah. But are there some lessons that we've learned that probably could? But also, the critical question is, why the talk of nationalization? Is it because of what we get? Why this whole conversation about, local participation and all? What is it? Is it because of, the belief that we don't get much? Okay. If that is the case, how do we deal with it? Okay. And that's a conversation we're going to be getting into here on, I almost said on the Super Morning Show, after the Super Morning Show. We'll have that conversation, So let's just wait, let's relax, and we'll have that. I'm sure we can now get into the Joy Business Reports then. Who gets the trumpet this morning?
We always want to encourage people, celebrate people, but today we want to give the trumpet to the Bank of Ghana. Why? And trying to challenge them to see what else they can do to try and deal with the current challenges or pressure on the Ghana city.
Okay, so
the trumpet goes to the Bank of Ghana.
We say
trumpet. Good morning and welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, economist Professor Patrick Kusumi believes new forex framework might have limited Bank of Ghana's ability to aggressively check the current depreciation of the Ghana cedi. New policy coordination instrument request by government could take off later this year after IMF board approval on July 27. And all is set for Joy Business's roundtable on Ghana's extractive future later this morning at 10 a.m. on all our platforms here at Multimedia. My name is George Wiafe. Let's now settle for the details. Economist Professor Patrick Kusumi believes that the new forex framework being implemented by Bank of Ghana might have limited its ability to aggressively check the Ghana cedi's depreciation. The central bank last year rolled out its forex intermediation initiative that places some restriction on how it can support the market with dollars. Professor Kusumi tells Joy Business, even though the policy is good, the market is yet to fully adjust.
What you have to understand is that at some point last year, to ensure transparency in the central bank's forex operations, the BOG board approved a new framework. That framework has more predictability and transparency on forex operations. So it means that you can't just, small pressure and you start pumping more dollars. So I think the new framework that has come in, it brings more predictability on when the forex operations takes place. And that means that they don't just move every time there's small pressure. I think that is where perhaps they have to follow the framework. They have to follow some guidelines on how they intervene in the market, or as they will call it, how they intermediate in the market. I think that's where it appears that there's some lag, and therefore the additional pressures on the demand side seem to be causing the depreciation.
And that is economist Professor Patrick Esumin. Ghana's request for a policy coordinating instrument from the IMF could take off later this year. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons with knowledge of the program. There is more in the following Business Desk report.
We understand that official letter to the IMF for this new instrument will be submitted together with the SID program review to the board of the fund on July 27, 2026. Sources say it is after this board approval that the instrument, which the IMF also describes as a program, will take off. The policy coordination instrument is expected to last for about 36 months. According to the International Monetary Fund, this is a supported program designed to assist countries in formulating and implementing a macroeconomic policy program. It also signals commitment to economic reform agenda whilst facilitating access to financing from official creditors and private investors. For government, it believes that it needs the successor program to give some confidence to the country's development partners and investors that gains made under this current IMF program will indeed be sustained.
And that is a Business Desk report. And the IMF has defended the losses posted by the Bank of Ghana for last year. The central bank has come under some serious criticisms for more than the 15 billion loss posted in 2025. But the fund believed that it was needed to help check inflation and stabilize the Ghana city. Dr. Ruben Atoyam is the IMF mission chief for Ghana.
The role of Bank of Ghana is tremendous in the stabilization success. You have seen that inflation decelerated very rapidly, in fact, faster than what we expected. As of end of April, inflation was at 3.4%. Mm-hmm. This is, I believe, historically very low for Ghana, and this is quite impressive. What was the ingredients of this success? First of all, it was a very prudent monetary policy response. Bank of Ghana has increased in policy rates to the level where it was sufficiently high to address the high inflation. And with that, it was also very careful in terms of sterilizing the liquidity which has been injected when the gold proceeds have been purchased. There is cost of doing monetary policy, and this is something what people need to understand. You know that the Bank of Ghana 2025 financial statement was just published, and it transparently presents the cost of doing policy. Mm-hmm. With high inflation and high interest rate, absorbing liquidity from the market is costly. Cost for the Bank of Ghana, but it was a necessary cost for the stabilization going.
IMF Mission Chief for Ghana, Dr. Ruben Atoyam. Now, rising fuel costs poses a major risk to the country's inflation outlook for this year. That's according to the latest view coming from the accounting firm Deloitte in its monthly inflation outlook. There is more in the following report.
According to the report, the Bank of Ghana is expected to slow the pace of its interest rate cuts and adopt a cautious stance amid mounting inflationary pressures. It added that food inflation may rise in the coming months due to seasonality as supply of staple crops such as maize, rice, and cassava is reduced, putting upward pressure on the food index. Similarly, non-food inflation is expected to inch upwards due to rising housing, utility, and transport costs. Deloitte said the pressure from potential exchange rate volatility affecting imported goods and upward adjustments in service costs could also heighten inflationary pressures on the sub-index. Inflation shot marginally by 0.2 percentage points to 3.4% in April 2026, marking the first increase after 15 consecutive months of decline. The month-on-month inflation also accelerated, reaching 1% from 0.1% in March 2026, the highest monthly increase since February 2025.
And that was a Business Desk report. On the total value of mobile money transactions for the first 4 months of this year reached record levels. Data from the Bank of Ghana puts the amount at almost 1.9 trillion Ghana cedis. The following report gives us a breakdown of the numbers.
The new amount secured ending April this year represents a significant increase over what was recorded in the same period for last year. A careful look at the numbers also showed some huge spike in terms of the value of transactions for each month from the beginning of this year to April ending. For instance, last month, the total value of mobile money transactions reached 493.2 billion cedis compared to 365 billion Ghana cedis in April 2025. Now, the money on one's mobile money wallet is often kept at the bank, and the data shows that ending April this year, that amount often caught balance on float reached 141.6 billion Ghana cedis. In terms of registered mobile money account, the Bank of Ghana put the number at 83 million, whilst active mobile money agents stood at 534,000.
And that was a Business Desk report. Now, MTN has announced that from June 1 this year, all mobile money transfers to bank accounts will attract a 0.75% fee per transaction. Now, this, according to the telecoms giant, will be capped at 5 Ghana cedis. The mobile operator, in a text to his subscribers, noted that this would help them to continue to serve customers better. Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. James Kojo says that the Commission will maintain a strict regulatory framework to safeguard Ghana's domestic capital market. Speaking at the 2026 World Asia Congress, Daveji stressed that effective regulation remains critical to ensuring transparency for the industry.
The trust that underpins any capital market rests upon integrity. Our regulatory rigor and commitment to transparency have strengthened Ghana's market, deter misconduct, and reinforcing the credibility that attracts both domestic and international investors. Our vision of inclusivity is the most commendable. By lowering barriers to entry and promoting broader participation across Ghana's diverse population, we are democratizing access to wealth creation and ensuring that the benefit of capital market development reach all segments of our society.
Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. James Kojo Aveji. Now, all is said for Joy Business's roundtable discussion on Ghana's extractive future. The program comes up later this morning on TV, radio, as well as all our social media platforms at 10 a.m. this morning. We have more in the following report.
The high-level discussion will be held on the theme to nationalize or transform, rethinking Ghana's approach to mining oil and critical minerals. The program will bring together voices from industry, policy, academia, and governance. The panel will be made up of Engineer Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe from the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Wisdom Puplampu of the Minerals Commission, Dr. Edu Owusu-Sarkodie of the Center for Policy Scrutiny, Dr. Frank Boateng, Acting Director of the Institute of Mineral Resource Investment and Governance at the University of Mines and Technology, and Gideon Ayi Owu, Partner and Resources and Industry Expert at Deloitte Africa. The dialogue aims to move beyond rhetoric. This initiative is part of Joy Business's commitment to shaping Ghana's economic conversation. The program will be moderated by host of the Super Morning Show, Winston Amoah. The dialogue airs live on Joy News TV, Joy FM, and Joy News social media handles.
And that was the News Desk report. The government has indicated that it remains committed to reviewing the mining lease for Goldfields Taco Mine, but has however maintained that the process will be face some stricter scrutiny before any approval is granted. The Reuters news agency in an interview with the Minerals Commission Chief Executive Isaac Andrews-Tan, however, dismissed claims that government was deliberately delaying the renewal process. To the commodities market, crude oil went up marginally this morning due to freight disturbances in the Middle East, as it is selling at $98.36 a barrel. The precious metal gold is trading at $4,528, that is an ounce. Cocoa, on the other hand, is selling at $3,796 a ton. The dollar this morning is going for 11 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos. Now, that's the rate some of the major commercial banks are offering to their clients this morning. The euro is going for 13 Ghana cedis, 58 pesos. The British pound, on the other hand, is trading at 15 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos. The forex bureaus, on the other hand, are selling a dollar at 12 Ghana cedis, 40 pesos. And that's all for the business report this morning.
Thank you very much, George. Let me look at the dollar, 11.70. The next pricing window for fuel pricing window is 31st will be on Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, thereabout.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting what is fuel on the demand. But also, the Bank of Ghana says that, these things should be seen as blips, normal blips. It is still going to press ahead with this more of accumulating reserves than being active on the market through its intermediation program. So it's an interesting thing.
I think the Bank of Ghana should be doing both.
Yeah,
they have to do both.
Last year we were doing more than 24% appreciation. Now we are doing close to 10% depreciation.
But yes, and that's why I think that the Bank of Ghana should consider doing both.
In terms of the intermediation?
Yes, first of all, it's important to accumulate reserves.
14.4 billion Ghana cedis
Good.
around 18th of May 2026.
Good. But the market intermediation is also key.
Yeah.
It's important. It's important. But, okay, these are short-term measures.
Yeah.
But we know the long-term what we must do. And we'll get into that conversation. Thank you very much, George. Inspirational song for this morning is one by Joe Metal, This Year. Let's enjoy.
Testimonies, signs and wonders all around me. I'll be swimming in abundance. I decree and I declare it's over my life. Say, everybody say,
this year will be full of testimonies, signs and wonders all around me. I'll be swimming in abundance. I decree and I declare it's over my life.
Say, I woke up with the fire in my spirit. Every promise that you spoke, I'm gonna live it. Doors open when I step into the hallway. They were waiting for me like you knew my way. Every valley that I cross will turn to highway. Every prophecy will come to pass in Jesus' name. Amen.
Right, and that's Joe Metal with This Year here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It means we can bring you a Drive Safe campaign. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning, Winston. I hope you are well.
God is still taking very good care of his children.
The Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial Journal Assurance, Solid Protection. Avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road, hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. And I'm using Drive Safe to advocate for road users. We are all by law supposed to have roadworthy vehicles, but our roads are not car worthy. I'll give you an example. This morning I drove on the highways, Ashalebotre Highways Road, Lakeside Road. That road was constructed just about 4 years ago. Okay, by convention and standards, a typical asphalt road like that should last for between 13 to 15 years, depending on design and soil conditions and all related matters and frequency of use and the load factors. This road is less than 4 years, but it's like when the world started, when God started creating the world, and he said the world was without form. The road is without form at the moment, and it's painful to use it. And there are a lot of other roads like that have been constructed that deteriorate in less than 2-3. I'm not talking about feeder roads. So these are proper roads within the city which are supposed to be first-class asphalt roads. 3, 4, 5 years, they are gone. Like, our roads have the same cycle as our elections. And I think that if we are required to have roadworthy certificates, our roads should also be worthy of our cars and worthy of our spines. And contractors and consultants and officials who are involved in these projects that do not last, there should be a way we can prosecute them for causing financial loss to the states. Because if the road must last between 13 to 15 years, and in less than 4 years, it is without form, it means somebody didn't do their work well. So I'm using this morning to advocate for the state, all the various OSP, SHRAJ, all the various accountability institutions, government assurances, PIAC. I mentioned PIAC, Public Accounts Committee. Let's find these people and jail them. Because we just can't keep this trend of roads having the same cycle as elections happening and people having to suffer spinal damage, car issues, discomfort, inconvenience. It's not right.
Great, which means you can give us a fuel tip for today.
Yes, and fuel tip: managing rig starts at home. Always check that your LPG cylinder valve is tightly closed when not in use. Small checks prevent big disasters. This is a message from Command.
Great, which means we can learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done. You say either. I say either.
So, Kojo, today our word is APPRECIATION, meaning the act of recognizing or understanding that something is valuable, important, or as described. How do you pronounce it?
Jojo.
Jojo is not here.
You know, we should be bringing our producers to help us with these morning assignments.
Appreciation. Now, we're learning the pronunciation because there are some of us who actually say appreciation. I beg you. Just as you say appreciate, addition to it, and it becomes appreciation. Okay? It is not appreciation. Well, sometimes, you may want to... sometimes you think that the best way is because you see the C in there. Please, that is not how to say it right. If you want to say it right, appreciation, same with depreciation. Okay? On the contrary is association. Yeah. Okay, so that's just it.
Charlie, right. The people who
Yes, Kojo, you are trying to...
Charlie, the people who standardize English. That's it. Osarano Pano Onye. He wants it to be pronounced this way. And come dinner, how can appreciation, association, and all those things, how do we pronounce them differently when it's the same CIA, TION?
Yeah. So you see, I have always said that...
Winston.
Well, look, we have always told you that every word and how it's pronounced
and its origins.
And you see, so in language, we sometimes, so for instance, when we were, words like when you're learning nouns, traditional grammar, you're told, when you see a word that ends with MENT, it's a noun, except then the nouns begin to give you the exception.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. Okay. That's why they decided to bring the, other one.
Yeah.
Just by way of making sure we get everything right. So now that you know it, please go ahead and say it right.
And if you are looking to upgrade your workspace or restock your essentials, Kingdom Books has something special just for you. Go through Kingdom and enjoy unbeatable deals on all your stationery needs, from notebooks, pens, printers to school and office supplies. And whether you're a student, teacher, or business owner, they've got everything to keep you organized and productive. And that's not all. Transform your space with the stylish and affordable home and office furniture, from comfortable office chairs and steady decks to modern home pieces that bring life to your space. It's quality meeting affordability right here in Ghana. Big discounts up to 70% are available on all the quality products from Kingdom Books and Stationery. And so take your family, tell a friend. Don't miss out on these amazing offers at the Kingdom Books Yard Sales happening at the Kingdom Books office at Osu. The time is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. And the Kingdom Books Yard Sales, shop smart, save big. If you want more information, you can call 0244 311 955.
Good. Let me say good morning to Jeffrey Tete. He's asked a question. Jeffrey, that's I'll say it right tomorrow. Okay, I'll answer your question tomorrow. But from growing businesses to completing that building project and supporting education or family, many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with the mega loans from SG Ghana. It's now your turn. With even lower, more competitive rates, achieving your dream is now possible. With SG Ghana's mega loans, promo salaried workers of SG Ghana, listed companies, pensioners, and eligible customers can access support for personal needs, family commitments, home projects, and more. There's still time from now till July 2026 to apply and enjoy big loans at small rates. Yes, very low rates and a fast, hassle-free process that helps you to get moving sooner. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-314 for more details about the SG Ghana Mega Loans promo today. T's and C's apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you. Which means we can get into the newspapers. The newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tanker, you're stronger, you're tough. Kel Chaco Toothpaste, Happy Smile, and Star Oil, quality and affordable fuel for all.
And we'll start with the Daily Guide this morning. Daily Guide, hate corruption with passion. Reverend Wengam speaking. And next to that corruption story is Edubuahin's lawyer grills witness over bank transfers. And still on the front page of the Daily Guide, a couple has been arrested for cutting off their baby's head. I'll give you details later. And Q8 Mining Ventures not into Galamsey. This according to their management. And Gold Board, Royal Ghana Gold sign refinery deal.
Great. The daily graphic for this morning, Nation launches e-visa platform, free visa policy for Africans. There's a special supplement on the Eid al-Adha inside. Quicken farm inputs distribution under Feed Ghana initiative sent Ghana to government, and over 4,000 weapons surrendered during Ghana amnesty period, according to Dr. Adam Bona. And Quiroz recalls Rahman Niama for World Cup mission on the back page of the Daily Graphic.
If you go to the Daybreak, intensify Galamsey fight, AU envoys urge Ghana. Let's get the NPP back into winning ways. This is Paul Afoko speaking. Q8 Mining Ventures is not into Galamsey. And coming up, how a man changes identity to evade past crimes at Public Servant Housing Loan Scheme Board.
Now, the insight for this morning, Liberation Day, Socialist Movement of Ghana calls for renewed Pan-African unity. Okay. Lands and Mines Watch, Ghana, condemns minority leaders' attempts to politicize Damang Lee's process. And you know the executive director? Kwame Owusu Danso, Esquire, a.k.a. Echo.
Oh, Golo Golo.
Yes. And
he was the running mate for Alan Cash.
Yes.
Afrafanto Jr.
Yes.
And now Afrafanto Ketwa.
Movement for Change. Family Health, University VC Hills, Alumnus Medical Publication, and Acquire Family stands firm, insists court decisions affirm ownership of Wakpo lands, and Ghana's opposition leadership becomes focus of new African democracy research.
Now the overseer, Ghana launches 48-hour e-visa system. Our new buses are designed to offer greater comfort to commuters. This is the Metro Mass MD. And Betty Crosby Mensah inspires women, promotes wellness on Northern Region Tour. And Benin's ex-finance minister sworn in as president. The Rose Minister is also here. Rose Ministry, not wasteful. Every city is accounted for. This is according to Agboja. And the sad story. Specialist links rising kidney disease cases among children to toxic pollutants and heavy metals. All linked to Galamsey.
Sad one. Let's go online. The online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
My Joy Online, Ghana to nationalize or transform. Joy Business hosts roundtable on Ghana's extractive future. This is happening this morning at 10 a.m. On Joy FM, on Joy TV, and online as well. MTN introduces 0.75% charges on Momo to bank transfers from June 1. Government signals tougher scrutiny before renewing Goldfields Takwa lease, according to a Reuters report. And Baba Rahman, Mumin, and Noama return as Black Stars named provisional squad in preparation for the 2026 World Cup. Now, there's an analysis that we've done. Analysis why the CD is depreciating is on the front page of My Joy Online. And farmers are watching food rot. Group warns of deepening food glut crisis. And another story which has gained attention over the past 1 week, the NITA bill. Tech analysts have been speaking about it. A lot of articles have been written about this NITA bill. And the tech analyst is warning that this is not how modern innovation ecosystems are built. And still on the NITA bill, the National Information Technology Agency bill, a web developer could become a criminal. NITA bill sparks fear among young innovators. There are so many things in that particular bill that needs attention. And this morning I've seen that Franklin Kojo has posted a note to the minister asking for the ministry to publish all the inputs they got from the public. You know, before they passed those bills into law, they asked for the inputs of the public. So he wants to know what the inputs were and how we arrived at this particular bill, which actually is causing a lot of confusion amongst people in the industry. So that is myjoyonline.com. Haruna versus Asiedu Nketia. Tensions could distract government from governance agenda. This is Dr. Osais Kwapon speaking. And recent CD depreciation within reasonable limits compared to historic rates. This is Prof. Assuming if you go to citynewsroom.com, Galamsey pollution driving rise in kidney disease, Radiologists Association speaking. And GIA to crack down on fake architects, illegal foreign practitioners. This is the Ghana Institute of Architects. Over the weekend, they published something on somebody who is using an architect stamp to make money. And according to the GIA, this is very widespread because we also don't have enough architects across the country. So there are a lot of people duping people with fake architecture credentials. And Adamus mining lawyers accuse media of misleading reporting over Mali allegations. Those are some of the stories.
So let's get into the papers now. And the daily graphic for today: nation launches e-visa platform, free visa policy for Africans. So the country has launched an electronic visa platform and introduced a free visa policy for all persons traveling to Ghana with African passports in a move aimed at boosting intra-African travel, trade, and integration. The digital platform, which was launched in Accra yesterday, allows applicants to submit visa request online and receive a decision within 48 hours. For non-African foreign nationals, the visa fee has been set at $260, and effective yesterday, which also marked the African Union Day, all travelers to Ghana with African passports would not pay any amount for visa, as the government has scrapped visa fees to commemorate the Africa Union Day celebration every 25th May. Great.
Winston, there is a big story which has been discussed but has not featured in any of the newspapers this morning. It's about yesterday's rain and the flooding we saw. And it's just scary and crazy at the same time to think that we've spent billions of dollars fighting flooding or attempting to manage flooding, but it's still happening. Did you see the video from Christian Village?
Yeah.
Videos from Klagon, videos from different parts of the country. And you see, last night I was doing some analysis, and I hope it rains sometime this week. Then I'll get into the rain, and from the videos I'm seeing, the flood is moving at higher speeds, also moving with a lot of energy, which means that a lot of our drains will start having problems. They will start eroding at a faster rate. And it also means that there's a lot happening around the highlands that are around Accra. We are clearing the vegetation, so when it rains there, the water comes with a lot of force. And so aside the flooding, just the fact that water is covering our solid surfaces, the water is moving with a lot more force, which could have dire implications for us. Who is measuring these things and who is designing mitigation to fight this?
Okay. Good point. Good point. But if I get to page 13 of the Daily Graphic, over 4,000 weapons surrendered during Ghana amnesty period. That's according to Dr. Buna. So, the Executive Secretary of the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons, Dr. Adam Buna, says more than 4,000 weapons were voluntarily surrendered during the recently ended National Gun Amnesty Program. He said thousands of the weapons would be destroyed soon in line with international protocols and conventions to which Ghana is a signatory. And he disclosed an interview with the Ghana News Agency on the sidelines of the Women and Girls Empowerment Seminar to commemorate the 2026 International Women's Day for Peace and Disarmament in Accra. But also on page 13, Quicken Farm Inputs Distribution under Feed Ghana initiative sent Ghana to government. So a civil society organization with interest in social justice sent Ghana, and its partners have appealed to the government to expedite the distribution of agricultural inputs to farmers under its government's flagship Feed Ghana program as the planting season begins across the country. Now, the organization said delays in the release of seeds, fertilizers, and other essential farm inputs could negatively affect this year's farming season and undermine efforts to improve food security. Well, the farming season has begun already. We're in May.
Yeah.
It's been raining already. We're now going to distribute.
Let me take you to page 3 of the Daily Guide. Couple arrested for cutting off baby's head. This is a very sad story from Ewutu Breku. The story says the Ewutu Breku District Police Command, led by Superintendent Edmond Nyamiche, has arrested a couple of allegations surrounding the death of their newborn child in the Ewutu Bontrace. The suspects, identified as 22-year-old Abuna Benewa and 26-year-old Bright Ashao, reportedly delivered the baby at home, but according to their neighbors, they had not seen the baby brought out for a very long time, only to find the body of the baby on a refuse dump with some parts of the body missing. So they informed the police, and the police have arrested the couple, 26-year-old and 22-year-old, father 26, mother 22-year-old. There is an article on page 4 of the Daily Guide. Fear, fatigue, and broken systems. Why the Ghanaian abroad can't come home. This is written by Dominic Senaya, and he's actually sharing stories and reasoning behind why a lot of our brothers and sisters abroad who are struggling to make ends meet still cannot come home. And I saw this post on Facebook last week where people abroad were sharing their experiences. Charlie, somebody says she earns about £4,000 after paying all bills and taxes and everything. She has less than £10 to live on. So if you invite her for a wedding and funeral, she can't come. Her life is going from home to work, doing 3 jobs, sleeping 4-5 hours, and they have time to do nothing aside work. And Dominic is highlighting these things. And it also means that even though we think there are greener pastures elsewhere, we should build our own green so that people who want to come back home can come and thrive within our own space.
Exactly. You know, we've said there's no place like Ghana. There's no place like home. So it's important we build the Ghana we want. Okay. And I know that as a country we rely on remittances too. So it's sometimes the people outside, you know, the funds they bring home also it's good. But look, we must develop this country in a way that now, okay, beyond ensuring that Ghanaians are okay, we also create Ghanaian billionaires who would move to other parts of the world to invest. Okay. Yeah. We have to go for the BBC News this morning. Thank you very much. Kojo is brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
True stories from ordinary Nigerians and the extraordinary events that have shaped their lives.
Here I was, getting out of school, without a plan other than my ability to make music.
Outlook, Nigeria. Today at 11 and 21 GMT. Or search BBC Outlook online. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
We're exploring the booming world of biohacking
an industry promising to upgrade your body and brain. We'll hear from influencers, companies, and those questioning the science behind the claims. Is biohacking the future of human performance or just bonkers?
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
This week on People Fixing the World from the BBC World Service, we're in Uganda, a country that once experienced a brutal civil war.
They could come at night and abduct the children. So I was among the victims. They came in one night, then they took me when I'm sleeping inside my father's house. So from there, I spent 4 to 5 years in the bush.
We'll find out how these survivors are coping with life after the war, thanks to rescued street dogs.
I can share with my dog, Bailey here. I can tell him what I went through, and in a way that will be a therapy for me.
Travel to Uganda with me, Myra Anubi, as we hear about this heartwarming pairing between Civil War survivors and street dogs on People Fixing the World. But first, the BBC News.
BBC News with Danielle Yawowiecka. The US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said reaching a peace deal with Iran will take a few days after renewed US strikes on the country. As talks continue in Qatar between Iranian officials and mediators, Mr. Rubio said there had been extensive conversations about the specific language which would form the agreement. Azadeh Moshiri is in Delhi, where the US Secretary of State is travelling to.
The last we've heard from Marco Rubio is that the Strait of Hormuz will be open one way or another. But it's really hard to gauge the state of play when it comes to those negotiations, because what we've been hearing in the last couple of days from White House officials is that progress is going to be made. In fact, the Secretary of State on Sunday had told us that we could expect good news in a few hours when it comes to opening the Strait of Hormuz. And yet here we are today. That certainly hasn't happened, and there's news of these defensive strikes.
Pakistan's defence minister has rejected the possibility of his country normalising ties with Israel by joining President Trump's Abraham Accords initiative. It's one of 6 Muslim-majority nations told to do so as a mandatory part of a wider deal to end the Iran war. Residents of southern Beirut suburbs have been fleeing their homes after Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his country was again at war with Hezbollah. Southern Beirut has been largely spared Israeli strikes since a ceasefire was agreed in mid-April. Yolande Nell is in Jerusalem.
Well, this all comes in the context of mounting public criticism in Israel about the continuing Hezbollah attacks, and as well as the use of explosive drones to deadly effect against those Israeli forces. There are thousands of them currently on the ground occupying part of southern Lebanon. There have also been cross-border strikes as well, and there weren't any casualties reported yesterday as a result of those. Another one of these explosive drones landed in an open area, and at the moment there are real tight restrictions on people living in the north of the country. Many are saying that they're not sending their children to school for the moment as well.
The head of the World Health Organization is due to travel to the Democratic Republic of Congo today as the country struggles to contain an Ebola outbreak, which is believed to have killed at least 220 people. Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said delays in detecting cases mean responders were now playing catch-up. Barbara Pletasha is in Nairobi.
He basically laid out what we have been seeing over the past days in terms of the epidemic, and that is there was a delay in detecting it. So it seems to have been spreading under the radar for weeks, possibly months, before people realized what was going on. Part of the reason for that was because this is a very rare strain of the virus. So when people were testing it in the epicenter, they weren't picking it up, and then samples had to be sent to Kinshasa, the capital city, and there it was detected.
You're listening to The World News from the BBC. An investigation by a leading rights group has found evidence the United Arab Emirates has been involved in recruiting Colombian mercenaries to fight in the Sudan war. Human Rights Watch says an Abu Dhabi-based security company organised flights and training before covertly transporting the fighters to help the Sudanese paramilitary rapid support forces. The report says mercenaries were moved to Sudan via Somalia, Chad and Libya. A drone display that's part of an annual Sound and Light Festival in Australia has been called off after 89 drones fell into Sydney Harbour. No injuries were reported, but people were sent running. The operating firm said an unforeseen change in the radio frequency was to blame. One harbour worker said the festival should in future stick to fireworks. Traffic police in the Indian capital Delhi are being given solar-powered air-conditioned helmets because of blistering heat, with the month of May even hotter than usual. The whole country is affected, and casual workers, often impoverished, are especially vulnerable, having little access to ventilation. At least 16 people in the southern state of Telangana have died of heat stroke this summer. One of the all-time greats of American jazz, the saxophonist Sonny Rollins, has died aged 95. Born in Harlem, New York, Rollins began his career in the 1940s, becoming a key player in the bebop scene and performing alongside the likes of Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk and Charlie Parker. He became famed for experimenting and improvisation. Speaking at an event in New York in 2015, Rollins explained the importance of jazz as a musical genre.
This is the spiritual music that we're doing out here. That's keeping the world together. This is what we call jazz. That's keeping this world in equilibrium, jazz. See? And I don't care what kind of music you like out here today, it all comes from jazz.
BBC News.
Last year was the first. This year, we go bigger.
2.0, Charlie.
Accra, get ready. From the 28th to the 31st of May, 2026, the ultimate auto and homes fair lands once again at Good Park, Accra Mall. Looking for a new car?
Push to start.
Your dream home.
Home sweet home.
Or the latest home appliances to spruce up your space.
Soft life vibe.
This is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Don't just dream it. Come to Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special.
Save the date.
Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I lay aside, Fidelity.
When truth is stranger than fiction and myths spring to life and the shadowy mysteries of a long-forgotten era become your present reality, your imagination will usher you into a realm of head-spinning reality beyond what the mind should know. Amani Adisa of Monsters and Gods. Download from the Akraba app now on iOS or Android.
This world is not my home. Hey, Mr. Coulson, stop disturbing our ears. Because you did not plan your retirement, all of a sudden, this world isn't your home. I told you about Teachers Provident Fund Scheme by Glyco Pensions Trustee Limited, but you wouldn't listen. Membership is open to all educational sector workers in Ghana. We provide supplementary pension benefit to enhance the retirement income security of members. We also serve as a source of funds for the acquisition of landed properties. The scheme also provides financial support to nominated beneficiaries of deceased scheme members in the event of death. A member of the Teachers Provident Fund Scheme is entitled to discounts on the other Glyco product. To join, visit our website www.glycopensions.com and click register or call us 020-222-2151 or 050-364-4588.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we take your side, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
Syntax Tango. wanna shout and sing the song. When the sun they hot, syntax no break when the rain they fall. Still no shake. Builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start.
Hello, my fellow Ghanaians. Presenting to you the authentic firefighter, Sankablo Cables. These days, we hear less of fire outbreaks because Sankablo Cables, they guard for every Ghanaian. From the building contractor to the electrical engineer, Sankablo electrical cables are their best choice. Proudly made in Ghana, Sankablo deals in electrical cables, PVC pipes, sockets, and switches of all kinds. With 99.99 pure copper. My fellow Ghanaians, if light won't travel, now Sankablo be the motto. Sankablo cables are carefully built in different shades of colors to suit the needs of Ghanaians and our weather condition. Always remember to use Sankablo quality electrical cables and accessories for your wiring. For bulk purchase of your PVC pipes, socket, switches, electrical cables, please contact 0530 774 774. Sankablo from Side Go House. Now we be the plug. Approved by the Ghana Standard Authorities.
Big news from Stay Soft. Your favorite fragrances now come in a new ultra concentrate bottle with 4 times more fragrance. You get freshness that lasts and lasts long after the washing is done. A long-lasting scent that keeps your clothes fresh all day. Our family-sized bottle offers better value and conveniently lasts longer. Try the new Stay Soft Ultra Concentrate bottle today for freshness that lasts and lasts. This advert is FDA approved. Keep out of reach of children.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Everybody, do what you doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day.
Everybody, do what you do. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you do. Your smile will bring a sunshiny day.
Everybody, do what you doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Everybody, do what you doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you doing.
And that's Osibisa with Sunshine Day here on the Super Morning Show. I love this one. Thank you very much, Wobete. Yeah, do what you're doing. But in whatever you do, do something in the interest of your community or society. And most importantly, your country, Ghana. Our country, Ghana. And so this morning, I'm asking you a question, okay, because of what's happened in Adan Senior High School, where 4 students were arrested, because of how they were using cutlass in engaging in threats and all of that. Look, I'm asking a very simple question. Very, very simple question. I'm asking whether our discipline and values have declined in our schools, or students are probably facing pressures that we're not paying attention to. And already many of you have started engaging us here on the Super Morning Show. This one from Nana on the Spin Test Road says, "Good morning, Winston. Please, the current students don't face anything different from what we did. I guess the free education brought in what? Street children, and coupled with weak discipline in the schools, and that's where we are today." Okay. Thank you very much. You can definitely join us also. Tell us what your thoughts are. But this morning also, the Society of Laboratory Physicians Ghana are going to be joining us here on the Super Morning Show for a very important conversation. Something about our medical laboratories and the role they play and why it's important that role is maintained. Because there's that impasse between them, the laboratory physicians, and the medical lab scientist, okay? And just for purposes of education, I found out that, for instance, when it comes to the laboratory physicians, the chemical pathologists, for instance, they diagnose and monitor disease through analysis of body fluids. They interpret biochemical tests to assess organ function and metabolic status. They guide appropriate test selection and result interpretation for clinical management, and they monitor therapeutic drug levels and manage toxicology investigations. They ensure quality assurance and accreditation in chemical pathology laboratory and oversee point-of-care testing programs. They diagnose endocrine disorders, that is diabetes, Cushing's syndrome, and Addison's disease. And the anatomic pathologist, they examine surgical specimen biopsies and resections. They diagnose cancer type, grade, type, and margins, perform pap smear, FNAs, effusion cytology. They apply immunohistochemistry and molecular pathology techniques, and also conduct autopsies to determine the cause of death. Okay. Lots of things that they do in there, and we'll be getting into this conversation because if care is not taken, they tell us that we could lose all these services. We'll also be heading to the Oda Forest Reserve, where Galamsey activities are taking over the forest reserves. We're finding out what's happening and what could be done here on the Super Morning Show. But last year was the first, and this year we're going bigger. Accra, get ready from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026. The Ultimate Auto and Homes Fair lands once again at the Good Park Accra Mall. If you're looking for a new car, your dream home, or the latest home appliance to spruce up your space, this is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Just don't dream it. Come to the Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special. Wheels and Homes Fair, inspired by Fidelity Bank, Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. But that life moves very fast, and so should your insurance. With the Glyco Life app, managing your life policy is now as easy as checking your socials, tracking your policy, pay premium, submit claims, and download documents all on your phone anytime and anywhere. No queues, no paperwork, no stress. Just tap, scroll, and you're sorted. Download the Glyco Life app now on the Play Store or App Store. Glyco, we cushion you for life. But that breakfast is already special, but with Nido, just got even better, right? Now with the Nido 10 plus 1 promo on our 14 gram and 23 gram packs, you have 10 plus 1 more reasons to enjoy breakfast. Buy a strip of our promo packs and get 11 sachet instead. 1 extra sachet free. That's more smiles at the table, more creamy goodness, fortified with iron, and more value for your family, because your breakfast deserves a little extra. Promo runs till while stock lasts. T's and C's apply. But I'm sure you've heard about the incredible benefits of Exilium from Total Energies. Well, let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power, because Total Energies has introduced Exilium new formula, the additive-enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives. Exilium new formula Also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. Charlie, you will drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Exilium new formula. Choose Exilium. Choose quality. But if you're an electrician, an estate developer, a contractor, or a dealer in electrical cables and accessories, when you're looking for premium quality materials for your home and projects, well, whether residential, commercial, or for industrial use, then San Cablo's got you when it comes to strong, durable, and fire-resistant electrical cables and accessories. Trust San Cablo, proudly made in Ghana, with 99.99% pure copper and certified and approved by the Ghana Standards Authority and the Energy Commission. From house wiring to big projects, we've got all sizes and color ready. From 1.5 mm square to 25 mm square cables, flexible cables, switches, sockets, multi-lamp holders, and many more. No darling, no shortcuts, just pure quality you can rely on. Everything complete. Ask for San Cablo cables and accessories at all leading electrical shops nationwide. For bulk purchase, call 0243 374034 or 0244 678015. San Cablo, Lighting Africa. San Cablo from Side Go House. Now we be the plug. So let's talk about water tanks, and I'm sure by now you know the secret to real water storage. It's simple. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then you know it's not the correct tank. That's right. The tortoise tank Syntex tank is the champion of water tanks. You know, it's strong and durable and built to handle our Ghanaian weather. So rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So my people, go outside, check your tanks, and if it doesn't have the tortoise on it, then you know it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex family, tank family today, and enjoy water storage that's stuff like a tortoise. Call 0244 335 168 to buy now. Find one of our 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, air strong, air tough.
Do what you do. Smile will bring us sunshine.
Hello, beautiful customers. You know at Omni Basic Bank, your security is their priority. And so before engaging in any financial offer or investment opportunity, please take a moment to confirm through the official channels. Remember, Omni Basic Bank will never request your PIN, password, card details, OTP, or any confidential information via phone calls, SMS, email, or social media. Always rely on their verified communication channels and avoid sharing sensitive information with unverified sources. For assistance, please call their 24/7 contact center on 0307 08 6000 or 0800 100 790 and then 0302 758 555. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. But you know, Franco Trading Enterprise is your leading mobile phone accessories and electronic retail outlet. So purchase items such as Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs ranging from 32 inches to 100 inches, Franco air conditioners ranging from 1.5 HP to 2.5 HP, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machines, microwaves, blender generators, gas and electric stove, CCTV camera, and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all their shops nationwide at up to 40% discounted price on their digital platforms. Call them on their official number 0246 422338 or 0555 939311 and then 0302 225651 or download the new Franco Trading app Franco on the Google Play Store or visit their website francotrading.com. Franco Trading, still phone papa fee. And Bank of Africa invites you to reactivate your dormant account today. Discover their refreshed range of products and services from the enhanced SME support facility to the convenience of a USD debit card, credit card, and much more. Updating your account is easy, okay? Simply visit Bank of Africa branch with your Ghana card. For any assistance, call Bank of Africa on 0302 429 333 or 0302 249 690. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Do what you do. Your smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody do what you do. Your smile will bring a sunshiny day. Everybody do what you do. Smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody do what you do. Smile will bring a sunshine day.
And Kasapreku PLC has announced a share offer in connection with its listing on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So individuals and corporations can now own shares for 1 cedi 20 pesos each. The minimum initial investment is 2,000 shares for 2,400 cedis, with additional shares available in increments of 1,200. Details of the offer, including the terms, are contained in the offer prospectus, which is available online, kasapreku.com, and from licensed stockbrokers. The offer is scheduled to close on Monday, 1st June 2026, subject to the terms set out in the prospectus. This announcement is for information purposes only and does not constitute investment advice. Kasapreku is step beyond excellence. But we don't talk enough about how stressful it can be to figure out what nourishing breakfast to give kids every morning. Charlie, it's not easy, eh? That's why Milo All-in-One. All-in-One is such a great option. It has a creamy, delicious taste kids can't have enough of. But there's more to the Milo All-in-One pack than the rich, milky, chocolatey taste. There's so much goodness in every pack. So just take a moment to read the back of pack and see for yourself its important nutrients combined with malt that supports energy release, cocoa for the rich taste, and milk for calcium to support them as they grow. So keep choosing Milo All-in-One, not just for the special taste, but also for the nourishing goodness. Milo, energy to go further. But if you're looking to source medical equipment or connect with reliable healthcare suppliers, then you need to know about this. The World Health Expo, WHX, is happening in Lagos this June. You'll find over 500 exhibitors from more than 40 countries covering medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, diagnostics, and digital health. Everything you need to grow your healthcare business all in one place. From the 2nd to the 4th of June 2026 at the Landmark Center in Lagos. Entry is completely free. Register now at worldhealthexpo.com/visit-Lagos for more information. So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll return with sports and birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show.
Charlie, trim I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move. Spoil day. Ah, Charlie, you sure say you pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I for can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo Day.
For 130 years, Standard Chartered has been there for Ghana and for you, supporting your financial aspirations and driving your business ambitions, opening doors to new possibilities, turning small dreams into big realities, and bringing banking to the palm of your hands. For 130 years, we have been there, empowering the next generation to soar higher. And as always, we believe we can achieve even more together. This year, as we celebrate 130 years of operations in Ghana, we look into the future with you because we are bringing 130 years of expertise to power your wealth and business ambitions, 130 years of heritage to power your aspirations. Let's partner for progress. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Big news from Stay Soft. Your favorite fragrances now come in a new ultra concentrate bottle with 4 times more fragrance. You get freshness that lasts and lasts long after the washing is done. A long-lasting scent that keeps your clothes fresh all day. Our family-sized bottle offers better value and conveniently lasts longer. Try the new Stay Soft Ultra Concentrate bottle today for freshness that lasts and lasts. This advert is FDA approved. Keep out of reach of children.
What
Okay, time now for birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, BOA Pay from Bank of Africa, offers a hassle-free solution for fee collection and other payments. Call us or chat Fafa at boaghana.com for details. And also, Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Perfy. Let's see whose birthday it is today. Okay. Here we go. This one says, happy birthday to Jomobi Lakai of Odoko Official Town. Happy birthday, Shika. The Wilson Gali family warmly wishes you abundant blessings, good health, and many more blessings, and many more wonderful years ahead. May your day be filled with love, joy, and beautiful celebrations. This one says, happy birthday to the angel that lights up my life. I am so grateful to God that I was able to find my way to you, and I can love and hold you for the rest of my life. To my beautiful wife, you are my today and all of my tomorrows. Thank you for being my everything. And guess who the husband is? Dominic Kisiyabua, producer of Ekosi Seng.
Yes.
And from the children,
Dominico.
Minerva, Deandra, and Nanayao. We love you, Lydia. Hey, Dominico.
Yes.
The guy get vibes fucking. And this one says that last Friday, the 15th of May, was my daughter's birthday. Okay, that's a long. Kindly wish her for me. Okay, the 15th May, pa. Okay, her name is Mona Lisa Aseyekbudu of the Youngsters International School. Please, mine is today. Kindly wish me as well. Oh, Dorothy McPord, today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And this one says a glorious happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Nana Kwabia Boa, the wife of my youth, the woman I fall in love with more deeply every single day. Your love, care, strength, and kindness are beyond words, and we are truly blessed to have you in our lives. For all from your husband, Obed Boa, and the kids, Nana Kusiwa, Ejaboa, and Ohima Boa. We celebrate and honor you today. Happy birthday, babe. We love you deeply and thank God for you always.
Have you, Winston, have you wished 70th happy birthday to Mr. Reginald Oldoy?
No, I'm coming to do that.
Okay.
This one is a major one that we have to do. So let me get into it now. This one says, happy 70th birthday to Mr. Reginald Odoy. Odoy. It's Odoy.
Odoy.
Yes, it's Odoy. Odoy of Grace Methodist Church, Latebi Okoshi. A lovely father, husband, and friend, marking 7 decades of wisdom, love, and incredible memories. You have been a pillar for this family, and we pray for extra oil on your head from your wife, children, and the church. And we're told that he's an ardent listener of the Super Morning Show. So happy birthday to you, Reginald Odoy. You know, that name, if you know, if we go and see Odoy right now.
We pray for extra oil.
Extra oil.
Extra oil.
Yes, extra oil. It's very, very crucial in Samuel Adam's voice.
Extra oil. Extra oil.
How you go do one?
Winston.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. What about Shika?
I have done Shika.
Okay, good. Then let's move on then.
Let's move on to the sports center.
The sports center, no Winston, today in Sembebreu.
You let's acknowledge our partners first.
Okay.
And we'll discuss all the same.
I'm telling you.
Brutal.
I'm telling you.
So the sports center is brought to you by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. And DSTV, you know the biggest football tournament is here. And DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the action live. It's the FIFA World Cup 2026. And it's that time when everything can wait. Even sleep can wait.
Sleep
can wait. DSTV, your home of entertainment and high sense everyday prices for everyday people. And look, Fentu, when was the last time you actually enjoyed standing in a queue?
No one has ever enjoyed standing in the queue. What kind of question is that?
Well, I'm just asking you because look, and that's why I love the new move from MTN. Because if you want to switch to an eSIM, you know the digital SIM that's built into your phone, so you don't need the little plastic card. Now is the time. MTN has flipped the script, and you can literally set up your eSIM yourself right from your couch. No queues, no waiting, no ticket. You just open the My MTN app, follow the steps, and boom, your life. It's the ultimate life hack, so grab your phone, download the MyMTN app if you haven't already, and skip the queue today. Right, but for over 130 years, Standard Chartered has been more than a bank. We've been a partner in progress, from helping establish Ghana's financial system to building businesses and connecting them to the world, from helping generations grow and protect their wealth to powering innovation and helping communities thrive. Today we stand on 130 years of heritage to power your ambitions and unlock opportunities. 130 years of expertise to drive cross-border connections that move businesses forward, support your financial and wealth aspirations, and to sustainably impact communities. As always, we believe we can achieve more by partnering together. Standard Chartered is here for good. But first, if you're looking for premium electronics, thank you, and home appliances at unbeatable value,
I know where to go.
Hisense.
Yes.
Ghana's trusted brand for innovation, quality, durability, and affordability. And they're offering a wide range of products designed to enhance modern living, including world-class televisions, refrigerators, chest freezers, air conditioners, laser TVs, gas cookers, washing machines, smartphones, sound systems, water dispensers, microwaves, blenders, rice cookers, kettles, and more. Okay? And as a leading electronics brand in Ghana, Hisense stands behind the quality and reliability of its products with up to 5-year manufacturing defect warranty, giving customers peace of mind with every purchase. So visit any Hisense showroom nationwide: East Legon, Kiseman, Achimota Mall, North Industrial Area, Accra Opera Square, Accra Tudu, Dansoman, La Paz, West Hills Mall, Broadcasting, Kaswa, Bachona Junction Mall, Tema Community 1, Tema Community 25, Amrahia, Afinya Mateheku, Hacho. Also Kumasi City Mall, Kumasi Edum Post Office, and Kumasi Tafu, Kumasi Tanoso, Mankesim, Takrade, Takwa, Obuasi, Kofodia, Hoho Sunyani, Techiman, and Tamale. Or call 0302 550000. For more information, visit hisense.com.gh. Follow Hisense Ghana on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. Hisense, best for quality, best for durability, best for energy efficiency, and best for affordability, best for style, best for technology. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. Thank you.
Yes.
What's happening
Winston
in
Amoah,
tell me.
a couple of things. Number one, thanks to MTN FA Cup final is this Sunday, May 31. That's happening at the University of Ghana Stadium. Nations FC against Dreams FC. There's a whole curtain raiser thing. The kickoff is at 6 p.m. So let's be there on Sunday. Before that,
it's happening at where?
University of Ghana Stadium.
Oh, that's
now.
very close to me.
It's very close to you. Yes, that one is closer to you.
So I'll be there.
That one will be there.
When I finish now,
you can easily.
But if I say you drive me, you come for me.
You don't have a problem.
Because I don't like driving in traffic. So when we finish now, then we'll go.
It's a Sunday. There's no traffic.
Don't you know that after a football match, there's traffic? But friend, this is a late entry. Not late, actually. It escaped us. Happy birthday to Pius Agbeku Ahiabo of Bank of Africa. This is from your Chocho Muchu, Superintendent Selassie Do Ahiabo of Ghana Immigration Service, Temamain, and your lovely kids Nelly Kem, Sally Kem, and Yeli Kem Ahiabo. Daddy, may God continue to bless and increase you as you hit half a century today. Be blessed with long life and good health, we pray. We love you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Nice one. I love it. Winston,
Thank you.
You see I'm wearing a jersey.
Yes.
That's because this Saturday at the Aviation Social Center, Hits FM rep your jersey. The whole country is converging there for the Champions League final between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. I am coming there to distribute tissues to everyone. If you win, you can toss it in the air and celebrate.
Okay.
If you lose, it can
Wipe your
come in
tears.
handy. It can come in handy. You understand? It can come in handy.
Bakusuru.
No, it can come in handy. You understand me? We start from 10 a.m. obviously to build that. It should be amazing. Obviously, there will be lots of musicians as well performing.
I'll be there.
It's a whole day event too.
I'll be there.
It's a whole day event. You want to know some of the people performing?
Tell me.
Listen to this now.
Hi, my name is Ochame Kwame, the rap doctor, and on the 30th May, I'm inviting all of you to Hits FM Rep Your Jesse. So come and see me, my Asante Kotoko Jesse. Say kutu, say bam, at the Aviation Social Center. See you there.
Hey, what up, people? This is Camilo, aka Top Boy, aka Mr. Grind Don't Stop. I want to tell you about Hits FM Rep Your Jersey that's happening on the 30th of May 2026. Make sure you come out on your numbers because I'm going to be repping myself and playing. So, yes, I'll see you guys there. One love. Me don't say so.
Oh, yeah.
Winston,
Camido.
Yeah, Camido.
And Ochame
The
Kwame.
guy that sang that song.
Wait. What is that?
Oh.
What are you
the
singing?
what's the
Sugar
title?
Cane.
Sugar Cane. Yes, that is a song. That's what I was trying to say.
Wait.
Winston, what does he say?
Wait.
The song.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Is it the song that you were?
Yeah.
This song.
Find it for me.
No, let me just bring the song.
It's
Sugar Cane.
It's Sugar Cane.
Sugar Cane.
Yes.
Camido.
Yes. That's the song.
Sugar
Play for
Cane.
me.
Okay.
Hey. Winston, you can't find it.
Oh, I can find it. I think I have the remix here.
That's on me.
Something is happening here.
Okay.
I think I've got it now.
Okay, I want to be with you.
Let's enjoy.
Oh.
Boomba. Meet up on a team, yeah. Oh, sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter. So below juice mixed with a little ginger.
Okay. So there's a song.
Yes.
So you want to sing? Okay, go ahead and sing.
Yes.
Sing.
It's getting to my favorite part.
Okay. Well, listen. Okay, so yes, Camido will be there. Continue. Thank you. The song.
Do you know that the humming is a critical part of music to the extent that Google has developed an app where if you don't know the lyrics of the song, you can hum into it. And Google will show you the song.
My brother.
So the humming, if I hum the rhythm,
my brother.
Sorry.
My brother.
Okay.
Now come home.
I'm here.
Okay. You are in town. Come home. Because all that you are saying, I'm far. I want to hear Ochame Kwame's Let's Clap.
The primary school song, no.
Oh, which one is the primary school song?
He said, he's not the one who said it.
The clap, no. The one that the boy said that he has done nursery rhyme, no.
Yeah, it's nursery rhyme.
No, it's a good song.
Yes. So there's something. Yes, onya the crying boss amount. Clap.
This one. This song.
Mm-hmm.
My friend just landed a dream job today. I'm gonna clap for him. My friend just found success in a major way. I'm gonna
clap for him.
That's the song.
My neighbor's child just learned to ride a bike. My anxious friend just came back from hike. And I'm so happy, let me give them some hype. I'm gonna clap for them. I win.
You win. They win. We win.
We sing a happy song.
Tinga-tinga-ling.
Let's clap for others.
Good. Yes.
Let's clap for others.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
There's a part where I disagree.
Which part is that?
Something. My ex-girlfriend just found a husband.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Okay. But if your ex-girlfriend,
it's okay, but I can't clap for that.
Found a husband.
Yes.
You should be happy for her.
Yeah, but I can't clap.
Which means that your ex-girlfriend, okay, left you and you are still broken-hearted. But if you're not broken, why should it pain you if she?
You are not listening, Winston.
Clap for her.
There are two things here. Let's be happy for others.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So
but he also says we should clap.
Clap for her if she gets her.
No.
If she finds a husband.
No.
Why?
I can be happy, but I'm not clapping my.
Are you? You still want to marry her even after you are married?
No, please. I'm just saying that I need my hands to clap for my own wife.
You see, you don't also know where Ochame Kwame is coming from.
And
because maybe he disappointed the girl. So when the girl is still there, not married, anytime you see the girl, you're unhappy. So if she marries, now no more disappointment, no more guilt. Okay.
Hey, Winston, we are deep.
Monsieur.
We are deep. So Saturday, we'll ask him.
Yes, we'll ask him. I'll be there.
We'll find out.
I'll be there. I'm not sure I'll watch the final there
at 4 p.m.
Okay, 4 p.m.
It's
yeah.
very early. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I
not
can-
like the usual 6 or 7
okay,
p.m.
4 p.m. then we can wait till 6 and then do Asu.
Masa.
Asu.
Asu. I said I will share tissues. Uncle Ebo will supply the tissues.
I think Arsenal can win this. Arsenal.
Arsenal fans have not treated me fairly, so I hope they don't win.
So you don't support Arsenal?
I said the fans, they have not treated me. I'm not wishing them well.
We are
Mr.
meeting.
Amoah, let's talk about the most important thing now.
Yes.
Well, not the most important. Another important thing.
Which is?
Yesterday, Carlos Queiroz dropped his 28-man squad.
Yes.
for
I've
the
seen
World
it.
Cup.
I've seen it.
You've seen the list?
Yes, I have.
Thoughts?
There is no Kudus.
He's injured.
Well, it's good that he's not going to the World Cup.
So he can recover.
So he can recover. Let me just qualify that.
Exactly.
Because I don't want a young
needed
man
to help you.
A young man to destroy his future just because he wants to play at the World Cup. Because in any case, we'll play 3 matches.
Yes. Wait, no. I wasn't
we are
listening
playing
well,
3.
and I said yes to that. No.
We are playing 3 matches.
No.
When it comes to the Black Stars in the current state, see, be measured in your optimism.
Fair enough.
If we qualify, I'll be a happy man. In the meantime, 3 matches.
An optimistic view of Ghana's participation will be semi-final.
Okay, continue.
Yes. So for me to say we'll play 4 matches, 5 matches,
3 matches.
That is measuring my expectation.
I see this guy is in the
Baba Rahman.
Rahman, yes, he's back. Well, not bad.
The Recon really unlucky not to make it.
Who?
The Recon, the left back.
Yeah, this guy don't see a pencil.
He's also out again.
Why?
The coach made the decision.
Oh, but why?
Otuado dropped him and famously said that football is not all about goals.
Yeah.
Carlos Queiroz has dropped him even though he's playing well. I think he's just a victim of where he plays because the whole of this season he's been playing mostly as a second striker, sort of center forward. And if you come to the Black Stars, you look at that position, it's stuck from Brandon Thomas Asante to Jordan Ayew to Naki Williams, Emmanuel. So he was always up against it. In the wide areas is probably where many would argue he should have had a chance.
He can also play on the
wide area, exactly.
Yes.
So, but then he's also coming up competing against Fatau Isahaku. So on the right hand side, he's competing against Fatau Isahaku and a player like Bonsuba, Christopher Bonsuba. On the left hand side, he's coming up against Kamaldeen Suleiman. There's Nyama. So now you wonder whether he could have taken the position of one of those players. Many said maybe Kamaldeen because he's not had a great season at Atalanta. But also between the two of them, it's Kamaldeen who's been more regular with the Black Stars in the last few years. Pencil has been in and out. So usually when it comes to making critical decisions based on that, familiarity often tends to take precedence. And I think he's just been very unlucky. Another unlucky one is Majid Ashmiru.
Yeah.
He had a good game against Mexico. But again, he has an issue with availability. We took him to the last AFCON, played 1 game, really good game, was never available for the rest of the tournament. So it doesn't even matter how good a player is. If they are not available, they cannot contribute.
Injury problems.
And so I think there's a reliability issue, and people just decided, or maybe the coaches just decided that he might not be one to help them. The key area you must know is that we have 5 goalkeepers. It's a 28-man squad.
Yeah.
We need 26, which means that all the outfield players that have been named now will go to the World Cup.
Yes.
What it means is that the 2 players to be dropped to get the 26 will most likely be the 2 goalkeepers.
Because we need 3 goalkeepers.
We need 3 goalkeepers. And they've brought in an Ajax youngster called Riverson. And they've also got Agbasi, who has a full goalkeepers, Agbasi and Benjamin Asari. Then you have Atiziki and Joseph Annan.
Hatofuk, they are number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 and number 2, yes.
How is that possible?
Well, both of them are actually good, to be fair.
Does he keep regularly in the Premier League?
There was a time when Asari was out for a long time and he was regular, and he actually had a really, really good spell.
Because I think Asari is our number 1.
I don't think so.
Oh, he's not?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, who's the number 1? Atiziki?
No, I think it's up for grabs. That's what I would say.
Okay.
I think the number 1 is up for grabs. Anyway.
Thank you. Over to you.
Yes, Winston, thank you very much. Let's stay on the Black Star squad because as we mentioned, Mohamed Kudus is not in that 28-man squad because of injury. Big name omissions include Joseph Pinsel and Ibrahim Sulemana. of Atalanta. There are 5 goalkeepers. There's also a place in the squad for Abdul Momin, who is just returned from injury. He's only played 80 minutes the whole of this season. Ali Seidu has also been included. Enes Nyama has played 45 minutes of football this season, also just recovering from an ACL injury. And the biggest returnee is Baba Rahman, who's not played for the Black Stars in 3 years after taking a mental health break following some boos that he suffered in Kumasi. Well, here are some more insights on the squad by Joy Sports analyst Philip Shichofe Achrim and Daniel Cranston speaking yesterday on Sports Zone.
When you look at the pool of players available to Ghana, I think this is about the best. Obviously, for any squad that is being called, you're going to have that 1 or 2 players that you're thinking, could they have gone? Would they have added this or that? But generally, there isn't much to complain about the squad that Carlos Perez has put together. And again, it tells you that it's almost as if common sense is at work, because we just started a couple of minutes ago, and over 95% of the predictions are in the squad. It goes to tell you, there are no real surprises. In fact, the big calls that are being made, Baba Rahman return, we agreed he should return. And more importantly, that Kalebi Yurenchi has been named in the middle of the park. None of us called him to be on the right back. All of us did say that we wanted him in the middle of the park. And when you look at the distribution of the group of players that have been assembled, he's been tagged in the red, which means he's going to go there as a midfielder.
I like it. I think it has some good balance in there. We both chose Senaya and Ali Lucedu at right back, so I'm not too worried about that. The fact that we have an extra centre back in there, in addition to Mumin, Opoku, Ajete, and then Opong and Njiku. So that's 5 centre backs. With Alidu also, he also can't play at centre back. So essentially, we have 6 different profiles. You look at Pati, Yurenchi, guys who are in the midfield. They are the best passers of the ball. Then you have Sibo, Elisha. Then there's Augustine Mwachi in there, who we've called for his long time. We've been calling for his call up, and I'm really glad that he's finally in there. Now we have a proper creative midfielder in the team, a specialist offensive midfielder, number 10 if you like to put it. And this season he's also shown that he has the ability to drop deep and play with a 6 and an 8.
So Daniel Cranston and Chichofa Flavor Trim there. The Black Stars open camp on Monday at the Dragon Park ahead of the Wales game on June 2. The final squad will be announced a day before that particular friendly match. And June 1 is when the squad will be announced. Now, former Black Stars midfielder Emmanuel Achimambadu, he says this camp is crucial to how Ghana performs at the World Cup.
Yes, on paper, because when you look at the FIFA ranking, we are the worst team. That is obvious. Panama, if I'm not mistaken, they are 32 or 30. England, you know them. Croatia, you cannot talk about world football without them. But what I have witnessed in football is who is committed, prepared very well. On paper, he can win, but the field decides. So we have a team that we are young with some experienced players who have played in 2022 World Cup. So they know the terrain. They play with them in Europe, so they know them very well. This 2 weeks preparation is key to our team, plus the friendly matches. With what I have seen and the new coach we have brought barely 20 days to the World Cup, his managerial skills and the experience will help us. So I'm very optimistic about the team.
That's Emmanuel Achimambadu. Ghana will open 2026 FIFA World Cup Group L campaign against Panama in Toronto on June 17. That game is at 11 p.m. Ghana time. And then we'll take on England on the 23rd of June. That's an 8 p.m. game. Then finish the group stages with a game against Croatia. That's at 9 p.m. Ghana time on the 27th of June. Defender Jonas Ajete, he's been included in the squad, but he was an unused substitute in his team Wolfsburg's game over the weekend against Paderborn. They got relegated from the Bundesliga yesterday after a 2-1 defeat, of course, to Paderborn on aggregate in the playoffs. So Wolfsburg will be playing in the Bundesliga 2 next season. He only joined them in the January transfer window from Austria. Unfortunately, they've been relegated. Another team that's named his squad is Spain. They will travel to next month's World Cup with plenty of Barcelona swagger, but no one from Real Madrid after manager Luis de la Fuente named a 26-man squad on Monday built around 8 players from Barcelona and not a single one from Real Madrid. It's the first time that Spain will go to a World Cup without a Real Madrid player in their squad. Defenders Dean Howsing and Dani Carvajal, they were among the Real Madrid names to miss out, leaving Barcelona to provide the spine of a team chasing Spain's second World Cup title after their 2010 victory in South Africa. Of course, FIFA on Monday also confirmed that Iran relocated its planned World Cup training base from the United States to Mexico amid the war in the Middle East. Iran had originally selected a sports complex in Tucson, Arizona to serve as their national team's de facto headquarters during the World Cup, but the country sought a change after the US and Israel conducted joint strikes on Iran beginning in late February. So what it means is that Iran will camp in Mexico and only fly out to play their games in the US and fly back to Mexico. They will not be spending a single game in America, a single day or night in America, even though their games and their group is based in the US. They will be based in Mexico while playing the games in America on a daily basis. They fly there, play the match, fly back to Mexico, and not spending overnight. Let's do this story now. A forensic audit of Ghana's organization of the African Games 2023 has revealed that the country spent in excess of $40 million on avoidable cost. The audit, which was commissioned by President Mahama last year and cited by Joy Sports, detailed the country's expenses for the competition that began late February 2024 and ended mid-March same year. The report identified millions of dollars and cedis in questionable claims, inflated rates, omitted works, and avoidable costs across several projects. The comprehensive audit into facilities constructed and refurbished for the games highlighted what it described as opportunity costs, irregular variations, and inconsistencies in bills of quantities, particularly at the Boateng Sports Complex, the University of Ghana Stadium, the Games Village hostels, cricket facilities, and access roads. Here is a breakdown of some of the irregularities by Joy Sports' Muftar Nabila Abdullahi.
Irregular cost of catering was 2,826,540, and the total in Ghana cedis is 33,918,480. Overpricing of doping test, it was cost in euros, and that is 572,040. So in cedis, it was 8,560,000. Overpricing of accommodation cost in USD is $840,000, and that is about 10 million Ghana cedis. Overpricing of sports equipment is about $332,697. In cedis, it's $3,872,367. Overpricing of vehicle branding and debranding contract. That one was cost in cedis, and it's about 2 million Ghana cedis. Overpricing of vehicle hiring contract. They said it was overpriced by 13,120,226. Now, overpayment of undelivered and unidentifiable sports equipment. And they say that it's about $374,462. In cedis, it's $4,493,548. Irregular claims, variations, and rescoping is about $38,991, and in cedis, it's about $447,894,185. Inflated contracts for works is about 6 million Ghana cedis, 331,506.
Muftar Nabila Abdullahi. Sikapudu. So, Winston, bottom line is they should collect the money back. $40 million in avoidable cost was what we spent on the African Games. The forensic audit, Mahama audit, is out.
Oh, okay.
No, we cited it. It's not out. They should publish it.
Yes, I mean, it's important it is published so we can all...
we shouldn't be using leakages, but we have found the document.
$40 million
in avoidable cost, and those ones came from irregular variations, lots of other things like inflated rates, omitted works, questionable claims. $40 million. So the people, all of them, should bring evidence of the.
Well, before they arrive at this conclusion, they would have asked them to bring,
of course,
evidence,
Yeah.
and so the thing is that
so people have been implicated already.
If you make reference to this document and say, there was inflated cost in the hosting of the African Games, you're right.
Yeah.
Because you are not the expert. You've made reference to, unaudited reports, isn't it?
Of course.
That's it.
But I'm saying that they shouldn't just tell us that this is what has happened.
They should release it.
Thank you. No,
Yes.
apart from releasing...
And they should get the money and prosecute the people.
Thank you very much, my brother. That is all.
Is that simple?
It is very simple.
Get the money with interest.
And we like releasing reports and talking over it, but not taking action.
I'm interested in this.
Me too.
I see Muftau. He's wearing what? Is it Black Stars jersey or what?
Yes. He brought the leaked document.
You should share it with me too. See, I promise we'll get back to it today.
No, we have to.
No, we'll get the details today, okay?
We have to.
So we need to go for the business minute,
Yes.
brought to us by Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Electricals, the generator expert. Economist Professor Patrick Asumi believes that the new Forex framework being implemented by Bank of Ghana might have limited its ability to aggressively check the current depreciation of the Ghana cedi. Ghana's request for a policy coordinating instrument from the IMF could take off later this year after an IMF board approval on July 27, 2026. And all is set for a Joy Business Roundtable discussion on Ghana's extractive future. The program comes up later this morning on TV, radio, as well as all our social media platforms here at Multimedia at 10 a.m. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra silent, fuel efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you acquire, you'll enjoy a 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include a 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, and sale of tile lights and rental. Locate their East Legon branch at 26 Boundary Road, Legon, close to AH Hotel, and head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway, near the Odoko traffic light. We also have 21 branches nationwide. They're into skill training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installations. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. So call them on 0243 480 334 or 0246 423534. Anointed, the generator experts. But let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, number 10, Liver Salt, a refreshing relief, and Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. And, this morning we asked you a simple question about, discipline in our secondary schools, whether discipline is declined or is a case of students facing pressures that we're not aware of following the arrest of 4 senior high school students of Adan Senior High School. But if your money is controlling you, and now it's time to take charge, the EcoBank mobile app gives you the power to command your money to transact across 33 African countries and anywhere in the world. Command your money to make water, electricity, school fee payments, bank and mobile money transfers, create virtual cards to buy only what you need and more. So Money Commander, download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App Store or Play Store and command your money. Command also means paying attention to details because EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. When in doubt, call the call center on 0800 00 3225. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel Connecting Energies, Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Our friends from the Society of Lab Physicians Ghana are going to be joining us for a conversation about happenings within, the laboratories within our hospitals, okay? Because they are unhappy that you don't have laboratory physicians who are doctors trained to interpret, our health data and our tests in a way that would actually help us to get well and also get us to know what is really wrong with us. But experience connections with Telecel fixed broadband internet connectivity at high speeds with non-expiry bundles and up to 40% more data at the same price. Telecel fixed broadband is connecting your homes and businesses to more. No need to worry about data expiring again. You get to browse till your data is exhausted. You also get a free fixed line with free calls at home when you subscribe to the Telecel fixed broadband. The data move also allows you to connect up to 4 devices so you can keep browsing on the go. Subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband at telecel.com or download the Telecel Play app or visit Telecel retail shop today to subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband. Telecel, connecting energies. But you know that moment when your alarm rings and life is already asking, questions, campus, office hustle, and dreams waiting to be chased? Well, those are the moments when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. And that's why, for me, Cowbell Coffee stays with me every single moment. Because whether you're grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right. You can enjoy it anytime because success doesn't happen overnight. There's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee day with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment, and this is FDA approved. So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Let's get interactive. Join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Then on WhatsApp 055-1111-997. Stay with us. When we return after these messages, our friends from the Society of Laboratory Physicians Ghana will be joining us for that important conversation about your health.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter, Angela.
Meba Kojo, Yami sure why? Tea cash naba. No papa ina dawasi.
Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop.
Hello, sir. Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones.
We keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my name is Lexus Bell, and EcoBank is revalidating customer information for mobile app transactions to improve safety and convenient access. Customers are encouraged to confirm their mobile app details by texting or calling 0500,000 247 now to remain active. The voice you just heard wasn't mine, it was AI. And if you fell for it then, like play, you could have just been scammed. EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. Pay attention to the details.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Hello, sir. Please check the round tickets you made me purchase for our Canadian partners arriving this weekend.
Something is eating me up though. I still don't know a decent welcoming place where we can host our guests.
This is no issue at all, sir. Let me introduce you to Ghana's best kept secret when it comes to a perfect accommodation, and that is Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment located at Bawe Zero.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment? Tell me more.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments is a destination that everyone instantly falls in love with the minute they enter. They have beautifully designed 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, fully equipped kitchens, ultra-modern stylish living area, high-speed Wi-Fi connectivity, and an elegant rooftop lounge. Anointed Airbnb has 24-hour professional security, reliable standby generator, and an exceptional customer service and more.
Wow! Please make reservations for our guests right now.
Absolutely. If you ever think of a destination for work retreats, vacations, family events, or weekend getaways, always choose Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment. Find them in Accra at Bawe Zero, Faith Montessori, or book ahead on 025-638-9193 or 025-649-2415. Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments. Class, luxury, and lifestyle redefined.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. You know, before the break, I told you that we're going to be joined by our friends to have a conversation about laboratory physicians in this country and the impasse, going on between medical laboratory scientists and all of that, because it's important we have this conversation so that you and we can be assured of everything happening within our health system. This morning, Dr. Augustine Boateng is President, Society of Laboratory Physicians, Ghana, and Dr. Levi Ankra, Plastic Surgeon and Vice Chairman, Kolebu Doctors Association. And, they've issued statements complaining about happenings in the Central Laboratory. So good morning, Dr. Ankra. Good morning, Dr. Donko. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I believe you're all doing very well.
Yes, we are.
Let me start off with you, Augustine Boateng. So for those of us who don't know what's really happening, I mean, I've seen, the trail of all the correspondence and all of that. What's really the challenge between laboratory physicians and the laboratory medical scientists?
So thank you. And I think since 2012, there were some disputes in the laboratory in Kolebu and most labs in the country, which there have been ways to solve it, and currently the ministry is still handling it and trying to solve it for us. But the current issue, which Koda released a press statement the last time, is it looks like the disputes having been solved up until now is having impact on the patient care.
Okay.
So ultimately, we all work in the interest of the patient. And usually when you say the patient, we tend to think it's another person, not me. But we all here, including you, Winston, are potential patients.
Of course.
So the consensus should be that what will optimize the patient care. There is the thinking that physicians are not supposed to be in the lab and that they are supposed to be in the theaters and the wards and other things managing patients. But let me just ask a simple question. That if you have, or you are a patient and you go to the hospital and you are seen by a doctor, and the doctor, having taken your history, asks you to go to the laboratory for an investigation. You go and a competent medical laboratory scientist run your test and give you a results. And then the results go straight to your physician to treat you. And then the other case, there is a laboratory physician who is so trained in laboratory medicine and clinical medicine to interpret the results and liaise it with the clinician before you are treated. If you compare the two, the second one is the one that is best practiced, is the one that is standard of care globally, and is the one that is optimizing and improving quality of the patient.
So help me understand, okay? Because for many of us, in the past we knew of lab technicians, okay? We saw the lab technician. You go, you do the lab test, and that's it. Today, they are medical laboratory scientists. Now you're telling us, imagine going for a lab test and you have a lab physician who would go through it and liaise with the doctor. Help me and help our listeners understand the distinction here. So when we look at the medical laboratory scientist and the lab physician, what do both of them do? And why is it important to have a laboratory physician in the lab?
So the distinction is so important. In fact, our role is complementary, but it is distinct. Laboratory scientists practice laboratory science.
Which is
the analytical part of it. So you give them samples, they perform processes and come out with data.
Okay.
So you give them urine, you give them stool, you give them body fluids. They process and come down with some data for the clinicians to make use of.
Okay.
The physicians, in the other sense, interpret the data in the context of the patient. So a typical example, I bring a blood sample, the lab scientists will process it and come out that, there's a staph or there's this bacteria causing this infection. That is what the lab scientist has done. If there's a medical microbiologist in that hospital, the medical microbiologist now take this and tell you that despite all the antibiotics that have been tested, these are the sensitive ones, these are the resistant ones, and based on the history of the patients and those things, I recommend this particular antibiotic for you to use to treat the patient. So it will not be just on the results that you have treated, that you have generated, that the doctor will use to treat the patient, but he will consider the clinical correlation and the liaison between the lab data and then the understanding of medicine and that's of the other doctor to come out with the diagnosis and the treatment.
Let me bring in Dr. Ankrine. And I'll get back to you, Dr. Donko, because you need to help us understand the various forms when it comes to the laboratory physicians, what you all do, so have a better understanding. But, for you as a plastic surgeon, for instance, what's the importance, what's the relevance of having a laboratory physician running tests and interpreting that to you?
Well, take it like this. Whenever you are sick, whenever you have disease, certain changes happen in your body. Sometimes we can see that. If I look at a patient and I see certain growths on their body, I can tell that they are sick. Somebody has a tumor in his leg. You could see this, but you don't know what it is. And it's the job of these laboratory physicians to help us to make that diagnosis. There's also, say, for example, radiology, where radiologists takes images that go into the body and give us a pattern. But to make the most accurate diagnosis, we often need the laboratory physicians. So, for example, this tumor, let's say a woman has a breast cancer, we feel there's a tumor in there. We take a piece of that tumor and it's processed. And it's this laboratory physician who looks under the microscope, sees certain things, correlates with the clinical information that I provide, and then can tell me that this lesion that you see is a breast cancer and it's not a benign or a fibroadenoma. And that's why they're crucial and they're essential. I can give you more examples. I had a patient once who had a non-healing ulcer on the breast. I had just done a breast reduction, and somehow there was a small wound which was not healing. And I wasn't sure why. So I took a piece of it and I sent it to a microbiologist. Within 24 hours, he was able to give me some information as to what bacteria was growing in there, and also give me information on what to use. And this thing had been present for almost 2 months.
Okay.
Now, the treatment he provided had that wound heal in 2 weeks. I was struggling with it. I was thinking of going back to theater, but it was that crucial and essential information that came from the microbiologist, which helped me to treat. And so these are, you can consider me a traditional physician because I sit in a consulting room, I go to theater. But physicians don't always work solely in a ward or in a clinic or in the theater. Sometimes they are needed in this situation. Perfect example, and this has been centuries. We all know about antibiotics. They were discovered by a physician, Lister. And then yellow fever, the great Snukuchi, laboratory physician. So it's nothing new. It's something that has been there centuries. And it's a critical and essential part of medicine, which is a big area right now.
Okay. Let me bring you in again, Dr. Augustine Bachidonko. So help us understand. You've talked, he's introduced, he sent it to a microbiologist. Others have talked about chemical pathologist and whatever. Help us understand, the various laboratory physicians that we have and what each of them does, so we can situate the conversation in its appropriate context.
So laboratory physicians are basically pathologists. And by pathologists, there are four main cadres. So there's anatomic pathologists, who the ones usually they do the histopathology. So based on tissue, they can come out with diagnosis. And there cannot be any cancer diagnosis without the input of an anatomic pathologist.
Okay.
So they basically help and they guide cancer care and treatment. And usually it's a multidisciplinary team with the plastics, the orthopedics, and other cadres of health. Then there is the chemical pathologist. They, based on tissue fluid, are able to tell you the renal function of the patient, but the kidney function and all those ones. So their test may not necessarily be running the day-to-day liver function test, kidney function test, and those things. But when you have a case and you have run the liver function and the kidney function test, or you have a complex case and you have run the test and you are seeing the high and the low, that is not the interpretation. That is just automated by the machine or based on the laboratory scientist's work. You have come up with that data. But you need a chemical pathologist, because knows the history of the patient, to guide and tell the other physicians that based on this renal function profile I'm seeing, based on this kidney function profile I'm seeing, I think you should do this for the patient. That's what the chemical pathologist does. So they do, sometimes they even do drug monitoring, they do dynamic drug testing, They do hormonal profiling and all those ones. So they do a lot with tissue fluid. Then there is the hematologist, the blood specialists. They manage blood cancers, and they do trephine biopsies. By trephine, I mean they also be able to do bone marrow aspirates, and then they do diagnose blood disorders. They do coagulation disorders, manage blood clotting disorders, and those. And they manage so Quaribula that they are the ones that they roam virtually every hospital, because a child can have a blood cancer, a child can have a blood anemia. So a hematologist will help the pediatric team to manage the child with the leukemia. A hematologist will help the O&G team if there's a pregnant woman who has a bleeding disorder. So they do virtually everything. And as part of what they do is that they diagnose blood disorders. And the diagnosis is not just the FBC that you run. When you run the FBC, they interpret it and help come out with a diagnosis. Then there is the medical microbiologist, which is my area of specialty. So microbiology, you diagnose infections based on either is the person's urine, the person's stools, or the person's blood. And then after you have come out that, oh, this is the organism I'm seeing in the stool, you go ahead and interpret it in the context of the patient. So there's usually something we call antibiotic guidelines. It's the medical microbiologists who help to develop local relevant data. So she comes out and tells you that, oh, in the last 6 months in the Kuala Lumpur Teaching Hospital, we've been growing Staph aureus from all our blood samples. And this is the most sensitive antibiotic. Then we develop a guideline. As we speak, most of the teaching hospitals in this country, most of the big hospitals, and in fact, most hospitals do not have a single antibiotic guideline. So all we do is we rely on the national formulary. So there's a national fund that we all feed into. But that is supposed to be the national. That when we don't have the relevant data, then we restore to the national. But currently, there are no locally unrelated antibiotics that have been developed by any hospital or any institution. And so we just keep prescribing. The danger of this is that the whole world, globally, the age to death attributable risk to antimicrobial resistance, which WHO has preempted as the next pandemic, is in Western Sub-Saharan Africa, of which Ghana is part. And there is a lot of research going on in antimicrobial resistance. So there are so many professors from Noguchi, from Wagbib, from University of Ghana doing so much for us in terms of our fight against it in research. What is lacking is our stewardship practice, and specifically treating our patients based on locally relevant antibiotic guidelines. And this, we've been generating susceptibility patterns and results for a long time, and we haven't been able to come to the point that I cannot treat the same patient in Temale Teaching Hospital as I treat the same patient in Kuala Lumpur Teaching Hospital with the same organism. Then we are just doing what we call the broad spectrum treatment. But we are leading to precision medicine. That is where the world is going now. Precision medicine and specific therapy for each individual based on the context of the patient.
Okay.
So there is a crisis of antimicrobial resistance. The crisis is highest in Western Sub-Saharan Africa, of which our motherland is found itself. And the crisis demands us to institute stewardship practices. A lot is going on, but a lot is also missing. And the significant role of the medical microbiologists in Ghana's healthcare cannot be downplayed and cannot be substituted by just giving us results for antimicrobial susceptibility. That is not enough. That's Winston, you have gone to the lab, you've done a blood culture, and all we have is Staph aureus is isolated. Then we give you some list of antibiotics. Sometimes we even have issues with the antibiotics that are listed. But that is
why do you have issues?
Because we still don't have, we are supposed to have oversight over the testing process. But we are told we cannot be in the lab. So that is lacking.
When you say
there are international guidelines that recommend this.
Okay.
There are international guidelines that suggest
when you
this.
say you are told you cannot be in the lab, who told you cannot be in the lab?
Like I said, there were disputes as of 2012. And because of that, it led to chasing of some of the clinicians around from the lab, and we are told that we are not supposed to work in the lab, and that has been like I said, the ministry is handling that it's been going on for a long time, and we trust that maybe Minister Akanda will help mitigate it for us.
So for those who are listening to us now, what are we missing? What are we losing because of your not being in the lab?
We are losing a lot because one of the worst deaths you can have is to die from knowing that this is an infection I have, this is the drug that works, but we give it and it doesn't. And the resistance is driven by our abuse of antibiotics. And we are abusing it because we are not prescribing specifically based on relevant data. We are prescribing generic. We are prescribing total, broad spectrum. So the patient come and, oh, I think this is the infection. Let me just go and throw in the antibiotics. So, and it's one of the driving force of antimicrobial resistance in our part of the world. So the diagnosis will not be based on resource. The diagnosis will be based on you have resource, you have clinical history, and you have somebody who serves as a bridge, interpreting that resource for us. So the bridge is important because it is the standard international best practice. The bridge is important because it is the one that optimizes the patient safety and the patient care. So we serve as a bridge because we are trained in clinical medicine and we also train in laboratory medicine. So we bridge between the lab and the clinic and the other clinicians.
So let's say, before I get to Dr. Ankara, let's say the medical laboratory scientist does the testing and everything and gives it to you. You look at it without necessarily being in the lab. You look at it and pass it on to the doctor in the consulting room. Does that help?
So So that is where the challenge is. Mm-hmm. You see, and there are a lot of discerning Ghanaians here. You cannot interpret the data you are not privy to. I mean, you can say also, you can be in the world and we give you the data, then you interpret. But you cannot do that. I mean, for ethical reasons and for best practices, you cannot say somebody should interpret the data you have said somewhere and generate. Even more so in this era of AI. No. So, and this is not like Ghana is an island on the continent. No, I mean, this is global best practice. America does it. US does it. UK does it. Ireland, almost every developed healthcare system has it. South Africa. And we want to remain competitive globally. So we cannot be enshrining our individual selves at the expense of the patient. Because all this discussion we are having is not like I want to be well known, I want to become pop. No. We are having this discussion because we are having issues with our patients. And that is the concern. We want to optimize patient care and we want to improve patient safety. We want to improve patient safety.
So what I would say is that, so the reason why I keep mentioning the word best practice is because over centuries, clinical care has changed and even the disease profiles have changed. Things have become a little bit more complex and we are getting a better understanding of a lot of things, disease processes and how things come about. And at the end of the day, information or knowledge doesn't sit in only one person. And that's why now most treatment is based around a multidisciplinary team, because each person can focus on a particular area and be an expert there. And so it becomes very essential that if you have a single piece missing out of that expertise, then you have problems. Again, I always use cancer. If we don't have the laboratory physician in the midst, giving us that diagnosis on the tissue, we can't do anything. We can only work in a situation where we think this is it, but it turns out to be something else. Right now, the big thing on the continent is the Ebola outbreak. I can bet you there's no way that situation is going to be managed without a virologist or in this case, a microbiologist. They are essential to that particular thing. So, like I said, it's best practices. And we are looking at a situation where we do the right thing with the right experts in the field. It sounds excessive, but every patient is an individual. And to get them treated, you actually need a team. Sometimes you even, just a simple thing like malaria, in quote, I say simple, but making that diagnosis, the patient comes, he sees a series of people before he sees the doctor, and he is also attended to by a nurse. So whichever way you look at it, there is always a team that looks out for a single individual patient. And when it comes to diagnosis and treatment, largely, we need the laboratory physician in the midst.
Great, I'll get back to you. But before I do, if you're looking to source medical, the World Health Expo, WHS, is happening in Lagos this June. You'll find over 500 exhibitors from more than 40 countries covering medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, diagnostics, and digital health. And everything you need to grow your healthcare business all in one place. It's from the 2nd to the 4th of June 2026 at the Landmark Center in Lagos. Entry is completely free. Register now at worldhealthexpo.com/visit-Lagos for more information. But we don't talk enough about how stressful it can be to figure out what nourishing breakfast to give kids every morning. And that's why Milo All-in-One is such a great option. It has a creamy, delicious taste kids can't have enough of. Look, just take a moment to read the backpack and see for yourself. It's important nutrients combined with malt that supports energy release, cocoa for that rich taste, and milk for calcium to support them as they grow. So keep choosing Milo All-in-One, not just for that special taste, but also for the nourishing goodness. Milo, energy to go further. And this morning, we've been joined by Dr. Augustine Boateng, who is President, Society of Laboratory Physicians in Ghana, and Dr. Levi Ankra, who is plastic surgeon and Vice Chairman of the Kolebu Doctors Association. So when we return from these messages, we're going to be finding out specifically from Dr. Boateng what they want done for them and when that should be done, and the impact we're going to face if that is not done after these.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Last year was the first. This year, we go bigger.
2.0, Charlie.
Accra, get ready. From the 28th to the 31st of May, 2026, the ultimate auto and homes fair lands once again at Good Park, Accra Mall. Looking for a new car?
Push to start.
Your dream home.
Home sweet home.
Or the latest home appliances to spruce up your space.
Soft life vibe.
This is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Don't just dream it. Come to Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special.
Save the date.
Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I day aside, Fidelity.
Morning time, the pot is ready. Mama cook it nice and steady. Call your people, call your crew. Oba spaghetti made for you. Come chop. Everybody chop. Oba on my table, we know.
This advert is FDA approved.
Your business is as strong as the people behind it. That's why smart companies in Ghana and across the continent trust Hot Jobs Africa for all their HR needs. We handle it all: recruitment and placement, labor outsourcing, HR consultancy, corporate training, expatriate management, and even staff busing. With 100% dedicated support, you're never doing it alone. Reach us today on 020-433-6004. Email info@hotjobsafrica.org or visit hotjobsafrica.org. Great businesses are built on great people. Let the experts handle it. Think HR, think Hot Jobs Africa.
There comes a time in every young guy's life when something changes. The girls in your class, they are not as loud as you thought, and not as annoying either. Their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier. Start the moments that matter with Munchie chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
This advert is FDA approved.
Since inception, almost 100% of Ashesi University students have found jobs, started businesses, or gone on to graduate school within 6 months of graduation. From Accra to Nairobi, London to New York, Ashesi graduates are noticed and are leading successful careers. If you dream of a rewarding life and career, an Ashesi education prepares you just for that. Learn more about applying to Ashesi at ashesi.edu.gh. Remember, admission is ongoing.
Achedie kesiye o. Electroland Ghana Limited die. Ye mamo achedie kesiye for our loyal customers o. Because your loyalty deserves more. Ye mamo achedie kesiye pa. Big rewards for you and me from Accra to Tamale, all over Ghana. Electroland die #1. Just buy your favorite Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO electronics from any Electroland showroom or authorized reseller store nationwide. Dial *928*8888# or go to register.electrolandraffles.com and enter our weekly and monthly draws and stand a chance to win big. From TVs, ACs, fridges, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, mobile phones, and more rewards just for you. Approved by NLA Caritas Platform. Electroland Ghana Limited. Rewarding your loyalty the big way. Terms and conditions apply.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It is live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, we've been joined by Dr. Augustine Boachi-Donko, who is President, Society of Laboratory Physicians Ghana, and Dr. Levi Ankra, who is a plastic surgeon and Vice Chairman of Kolebu Doctors Association. So we're talking about laboratory physicians and the role they play in our healthcare delivery system. And this message says, Winston, physicians do not only interpret results, they also perform some of the tests, and indeed are sometimes the only cadre who are able to perform these tests. For example, diagnosis of cancer using tissues. We're turning the practice of medicine on its head, and if we don't correct this negative development, the patient, including you and I, will be the ultimate losers. Thank you. Okay, great. So let's get to it now. Dr. Donko, so you've told us all that there is and everything that you do and what this current situation is doing to our healthcare system. What do you want done?
We want to be allowed to work in the lab space. Because we are talking about lives here.
Okay.
And the time from sending a result to somebody to interpret it and all, it's sometimes it can take hours, sometimes it can take days. And we are talking about life of patients, which we all are. So we should be allowed to do our work as we have been trained to. And the impact of it will improve patient care, it will improve patient outcomes, and to optimize care. And in fact, it is international best practice and it is standard of care that we owe Ghanaians. It is our duty that we serve Ghanaians with the knowledge we have. And we need to be allowed into the space to do our work. That's what we are asking for.
And you say in the past, I mean, there were physical threats, harms of physical assault and all of that?
Yes, that has been, but currently processes are on the way to resolve that. So,
but I find it surprising. So, if you're supposed to be in the lab, how can one group say we don't want you in the lab and that's the end of it?
I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding in different areas, and it's hard to give a definitive reason as to why these things are happening. But the most important thing is let's do what's right. A microbiologist cannot sit in an office and give me information. Yeah. He needs to be in the laboratory looking under a microscope to give me information. A hematologist has to do certain things on a slide, on a petri dish, on a slide, looking down a microscope to give me information. The same with an anatomic pathologist. And a chemical pathologist must access the information that has been generated and sometimes perform certain tests themselves. So it has to be in the lab. Now, the lab is not the traditional clinical space that we all know, that the consulting room or something, but it is a space within the hospital where certain things get done. And it's not the preserve of any one particular group. It's not the preserve of a laboratory physician. It's not the preserve of a laboratory scientist. We work together in that space to give the best results to the patients. Again, at the center of all this is the patient. They say when two elephants are fighting, it's the grass that suffers. In this case, this is a perfect example. We are doing everything for a patient. And like Dr. Donko said in the beginning, we are all potentially patients. Whether it's me sitting here, my brother, my mother, father, everybody is a potential patient. If I end up in the hospital and I need certain things done and a microbiologist is not available, that is a problem. So this is why these things are very important.
To do what is expected?
So our numbers are few, and that's why globally what happens is the higher the facility, that's where our function comes into play. So the teaching hospitals, the medical centers, the regional hospitals, at least for those ones, for now, our numbers can be accommodated. And then as and when we train more and we get more laboratory physicians, we can scale it down to help the healthcare system of Ghana. We cannot say because our numbers are few, we should not be allowed to work. Yes, our numbers are few, but at least in our premier hospitals, in our top-notch hospitals, our impact should be felt to the benefit of the patient.
He's being a bit charitable here. There are quite a number of laboratory physicians in training right now.
There are. Yes, in fact, those in training, there are. And there are over 130 laboratory physicians in the country working at different hospitals. Tamale Teaching Hospital, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, where I work, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Kwalibu Teaching Hospital. There are a lot of us. And there are anatomic, chemical pathologists, hematologists.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, technically, help us understand something. What does your training entail? So, we know you go to medical school, and then what happens?
So, after medical school, then you do a postgraduate training in laboratory medicine. And usually it's classified into two, membership and fellowship. Membership is you do 3 years and you become a member. By a member means you are recognized by the Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service and Chag Institute and all the other institutes as a specialist. So if you choose microbiology, then you are a specialist microbiologist. If you choose chemical pathology, then you are a specialist chemical pathologist. If you choose anatomic, you are a specialist anatomic pathologist. If you choose hematology, you are a specialist hematologist. Then you go for further training, which involve research in that specific area. Then you come out as a fellow. So when you come out, immediately you are a senior specialist, and then you qualify to be appointed as a consultant in that area. So that is to say a minimum of 11 years of medical training before you can call yourself a laboratory physician, a full laboratory physician.
Consultant.
Minimum of 11 medical training. And some even involved mandatory rotation outside the country to get expertise from foreign nationals and from foreign countries to build up yourself.
Yes, Dr. Ankra, you want to make a point?
I was just going to say that I do housemanship, and then some may even work as a medical officer. So the bridge that he spoke about earlier is extremely important, because these are people who have had experience clinically in the traditional sense, and then they have experience in the laboratory. So when they marry things together for us, it's as a traditional physician, it makes my work easier in treating a patient, because this person understands my language, he understands what I'm bringing to him, and interpreting the results from the changes that he sees in the patient helps me to work better.
Great. So let's wrap it up. You say the health minister is dealing with it.
No, so we are still awaiting the Koda issue. We are still awaiting the final report of the Koda issue. But on the ground, we know that some things have started.
When you say Koda, that's what? Kolebu
Doctors Association.
What's that issue?
Oh, there was recently an industrial action. But like you said, the ministry is currently working on something. We are waiting for
the outcome,
the definitive outcome, and we hope that it settles things and allows us to give the best to our patients.
Okay.
Just to add that, if the last pandemic we have, COVID-19, if it didn't teach us anything at all, it taught us that collaborative care is the way to go. Yeah. And global, that's what everyone is moving towards. Collaborative care, teamwork. So the laboratory team should come out very strong as a team. So scientists and physicians are working together to ensure that our diagnoses are best in the interests of the patient. The interest of the patient.
Before I get to you, Dr. Levi Ankra, finally, this message says some lab results are rejected by doctors because they are not reviewed and verified by a laboratory physician, especially if they are cancer-related or the results do not fit the clinical picture. Let each cadre must be allowed to perform their expected role in the best interest of the patient.
Yep.
Finally, from you, Dr. Levi Ankra, what would you say?
When I'm looking at a patient and I've got a result which does not seem right, and then there's a disconnect. I'm seeing something, and sometimes you have to do some further tests. Be certain about the results, especially because I know that this is supposed to have been reviewed by an anatomic pathologist who is giving me some information back. So when there's a disconnect, I can't treat the patient, and that becomes a problem.
What would you say finally, Dr. Boateng?
I always say that this is what we have been trained for, and that's what the government is paying us for.
Yeah.
So we need a conducive environment to do our job.
Great. That's what they've been trained in, and that's the reason they are being paid by the state. So why not provide them with that conducive environment to work? Thank you very much, Dr. Augustine Boateng, President, Society of Laboratory Physicians in Ghana. And thank you, Dr. Levi Ankra, plastic surgeon and Vice Chairman Kolebu
Doctors Association. I'll get back to all of you because we are on the same page supporting Manchester United. I know we are not in the Champions League final, but I would be at the Aviation Social Centre as part of the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey. I'll get back to you people shortly. But look, step into a world of hassle-free banking with the all-new CBG mobile app. The new CBG mobile app has been designed to make you enjoy the convenience of banking anywhere and at any time. Download the new CBG mobile app on the Google Play Store or App Store and experience the ease of managing your finances on a secure, smart, and user-friendly digital platform. Receive real-time alerts to stay informed about your account activity. So join the digital revolution and elevate your banking experience with the new CBG mobile app. For inquiries, contact them on 0302 216 000, email, talk to us at cbg.com.gh, or visit any of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. But you know, the Ghana Revenue Authority reminds all persons registered for VAT that VAT and Communication Service Tax returns for April 2026 should be submitted on the VAT and CST returns forms not later than Friday, 29th May 2026, which is the last working day of the month. Fill your VAT and CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties. For the VAT, the penalty is 500 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 10 cedis for each day the return is not submitted. For CST operators, late filing of returns attracts a pecuniary penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 cedis for each day the return is not submitted. Remember to submit the April 2026 returns not later than Friday, 29th May, which is the last working day of the month, and avoid paying penalties. Kindly get in touch with us via email info@gra.gov.gh or call toll free on 0800 900 110, WhatsApp 055 299 0000 and 0200 631664. But you know what? Let's say yes to the I can afford it feeling with an ABSA credit card. With an ABSA credit card, you get up to 55 interest-free days, flexible limits, worldwide acceptance to pay now and sort it out later, and up to 40% discount offerings from our alliance partners. Visit an ABSA Bank branch to apply for an ABSA credit card today. Your story matters. ABSA. So, Dr. Donko and Dr. Ankra, Saturday, Champions League finals. I'm inviting you two to the Aviation Social Centre.
Sure. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, it's Rep Your Jersey, the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey. I don't know whether you wear Man United jerseys.
Sure, you wear United.
Oh, but you too high. Anyway, United. You can wear any team's jersey. You don't have to wear the teams that are playing in the final. But except that if you wear...
you can't support any other team. So.
Exactly.
You can't support any other team.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not...
Are you going England or France? Are you going Arsenal or... you want Arteta to do something?
I just want us not to win this. I don't know. For some reason, I think they've suffered too much.
Yeah, I mean, if they should win for the first time, it wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I mean, they've won the.
They'll come and make plenty.
I know, right?
It's a double whammy.
Yeah. Oh, so you want PSG to win?
I actually want Arsenal to win.
Yeah.
But
I think
they'll make too much noise.
To win.
Oh, okay.
At least for the first time and to make history.
Well, what I know is I have two friends who have brought their monies to me. One supporting Arsenal, one supporting PSG. Well, one actually says that any team but PSG. So he says PSG wouldn't win. Another says PSG would win. But the guy who says PSG would win is actually an Arsenal fan.
Maybe he's in rationalization.
It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but PSG...
And
but
very
Arsenal doesn't concede a lot.
Yes, they have a good defense.
Yeah, so if they can knock in there and then get one goal and then see it.
But you see, what the PSG thing...
I know, right?
Before you realize they scored. Before you realize they scored.
And the Dion from both
anyway,
sides.
Let's meet on Saturday at the Aviation Social Centre. Wear your Man United jerseys. Maybe I'll wear Kotoko jersey. That one nobody can throw me. Anyway, when we return after these messages, I have the audit report, special audit. Let me just look at it again. Of the all of the Africa Games 2023. Okay? And hey, Masa, things are happening. When I return after these messages, we're going to get into details of it. Muftar Nabila is going to be joining us to review the doc. It's actually a 700-page audit. Okay? 700 pages. So comprehensive audit of the 13th African Games, Accra 2023, is here with me. Signed by the Auditor General, Johnson Ekwamwesedu, on the 26th of February 2026. Stay with us.
Go bigger.
2.0 Charlie.
Accra, get ready from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026. The ultimate auto and homes fair lands once again at Good Park, Accra Mall. Looking for a new car?
Push to start.
Your dream home.
Home sweet home.
Or the latest home appliances to spruce up your space.
Soft life vibe.
This is your one-stop shop for the best mortgage deals, expert advice, and unbeatable offers from our auto, real estate, and home appliances partners. Don't just dream it. Come to Good Park from the 28th to the 31st of May 2026 and own something special.
Save the date.
Wheels and Homes Fair is powered by Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I day aside, Fidelity.
At the chop bar, hungry customers are waiting because a penalty is about to be taken. Abna has bent the jollof because she was celebrating Ghana's goal. Everything can wait because it's the FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 games live on SuperSport on DSTV from 11th June to 19th July. Reconnect from as little as 58 Ghana cedis per DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Are you an HR professional, a people manager, a business leader, or someone interested in understanding how organizations achieve results through people? Then join the Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana for the CIHRM 2026 conference under the theme Advancing Human Resource Excellence in Ghana, Leadership, Technology, and Governance on 10th and 11th June 2026 at Alisa Hotel, Accra. Register today at www.cihrmghana.org. For bulk tickets, sponsorships, and partnerships, contact Adelaide on 0508 822 456 or Audrey on 0508 824 058. CIHRM 2026 Conference, Shaping the Future of HR in Ghana.
Sasso, kum tonton preko, na ni sham ne die e demonstronko.
so she go tell it to my face. Oh, yeah. It's over. She dey tell me say over. It's over. It's over. My baby say over. Oh, she dey tell me say over. Even if I report, I'm to Jehovah. He said she go drive a Benz, no Corolla. Make I know the test, make I know the cola. Me, I dey wish you the best, yeah. Don't remember me. I know the lie. No be your fault, yeah. Just because say your bumper be. You do the 21st century, so she go tell it to my face. Oh, yeah. It's over. My baby say over. It's over. It's over. She dey tell me say over. 21st century, so she go tell it to my face. Oh, yeah. It's over. She dey tell me say over. It's over. It's over. My baby say over.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7
Baby, hold on, I teach you me of me. Me and two man can make us such a true me da. Nanka me your dog up in ta. Mama Wakuma Bakumja. Mama, where was send me? You don't know till we're about. Me your dog up in ta. Mama Wakuma Bakumja. Mama, where was send me? You don't know till we're about. Yes, it's so cool, my pet. So we get something in common, pepe. Why am I missing one year? Never be away, no. Although to me, mammy, three unos about you. I had no crowd on the way to I can't deny the fact that I fall in my angel. Nanka me your dog up in ta. Mama, Wakuma, Bakumja. Mama, where was send me? You don't know till we're about. Me your dog up in ta. Mama, Wakuma, Bakumja. Mama, where was send me? You don't know till we're about. Me feel it, the lady inside you.
Yeah, that's Bisa Kadia with Oda Carpenter here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. You know, I promised you that at 9 o'clock, we're going to be joined by Muftau Nabila to have a conversation about the audit of the 2023 All-Africa Games, Accra 2023. I have the audit here with me. He's just shared it with me. So, Charlie. And Muftau,
Winston.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Good. So, tell us, just summarize this thing for us. What is entailed in there? Because, I mean, I look at funds received.
Yes.
A total of 2 billion.
Yes.
245 million.
Yes.
515,037 was received and
That's true.
spent. Despite this expenditure, a total liability of 200 is made. This is made up of 155 million, and
it's in USD and in CD. In euros.
CDs and 4 million USD.
Mm-hmm. There's also Euro aspect of it.
And Euro 288,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Which means that before I get into everything, you look at the fact that when it comes to the releases to the Ministry of Youth and Sports,
yes,
they released 202.155 billion.
Yes.
Then USD sponsorship.
Yes.
1,415,000. So that amounts to 16,980,000.
Yes.
CD sponsorship 11,388,000. Participation, registration, and accommodation is 60 million. Then, and it gets to gate proceeds 167,000.
Yes.
And sale of broadcast feed $35,000, amounting to 420,000 CDs.
That is where the Auditor General has lots of issues, because they thought Ghana Craft made money from the broadcast rights of the event, but unfortunately, the amount you mentioned is what we got from there.
Okay, so let me look at. Take us through. I mean, you've studied it. I'm just looking at the audit reviewed total financial irregularities.
Yes.
Amounting to 580 million cedis.
Yes.
42,000. Break it down for me.
Okay. So it stems from catering, the catering aspect that we spoke about extensively here, which cost the state about $15 million. They said it was overpriced by $2 million. There's also the aspect for equipment that were used for the African Games, some stuff that were not even delivered. They also spoke about overpricing of anti-doping tests, overpricing of accommodation, overpricing of rent. That's vehicles that were rented for the competition. There's also overpricing of branding and debranding of the buses that were used for the African Games and all that. So in all, they were able to list about 15 irregularities. These are just financial. But there's also administrative irregularities.
Okay, so let's look at it this way, and let's explain a few things.
Yes.
So there's irregular cost of catering services. I'll break that down shortly.
That's true.
Overpricing of anti-doping tests.
That's true.
Overpricing of accommodation cost. Overpricing of sporting equipment.
Yes.
Overpricing of vehicle branding and debranding contract.
Yes.
Overpricing of vehicle hiring.
Yeah.
Vehicle hiring.
That's true.
Excessive rental cost. Overpayment for undelivered
Yes.
and unidentifiable
Sports
equipment, unrelated LOC payments, irregularities in accounting for games donations,
Yes.
irregular training contract for the production room, defective works, irregular claims, variations and rescoping, and inflated contracts for work. Okay, so let's start from the irregular cost of catering service. And I'll read it here. It says $2 million US. That's 33 million. Now, the pre-games cost summary submitted by L&M
Yes.
included non-feeding cost components totaling $2,826,540.
Yes.
Comprising transport and logistics, that's $86,950. Utilities, $541,000. Infrastructure and equipment, $1,285,000. Staffing, $573,450. And project management administration. These cost elements were embedded within the catering contract without supporting schedules, cost build-ups, or independent verification of necessity and actual expenditure.
Yes.
The inclusion of these unsupported items, coupled with clear overlaps with services already contracted to other providers,
Yes.
renders the amount unjustified.
Yes.
We recommend recovery of the amount from Mustafa Yusuf, former Minister of Youth and Sports, William Kate, former Chief Director, and Dr. Kweku Ofosu-Asare, former LOC chairman.
Yes. And in all, there's supposed to be a recovery of about $44 million from these three people. They were the core architects of Ghana's organization of the African Games. Number one is Mustafa Yusuf, who was the Minister of Sports and Recreation. It used to be Minister of Sports, Youth and Sports. And then there is the former Chief Director, Mr. William Kate, and the local organizing committee chairman, Dr. Ofosu-Asare. Per the report that has been put out by, in fact, I don't know if it is in the public domain yet, but we are privileged to have a copy. Per what I have read since I laid my hands on this document, one of the things I've realized was that, just as you read from the catering aspect, there were overlaps in terms of how these contracts were put together, simply because the contracts were given. Let's say the catering, for instance, there was a contract that suggested they were going to take care of the logistics as well. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Sports and then the local organizing committee had also contracted a different entity to do the job that was already contracted to the catering company.
Okay, so games cost submitted L&M included non-feeding cost components totaling $2,826,000, which is transport and logistics,
Yes.
infrastructure and equipment. And these were cost elements embedded within the catering contract without supporting schedules, cost
Yes.
build-ups, or independent verification. The inclusion of these unsupported items, coupled with clear overlap with services already contracted to other providers. So, based on what the audit found,
yes.
For instance, transport and logistics, utilities,
yes,
infrastructure and equipment,
yes,
project management and administration, which were included in the catering cost,
contract, yes,
were actually services be already charged
to given to a different company to charge the state for it.
Okay. But this is the point. My other question I want to ask: why is L&M also not being made to pay this money?
Well,
I mean, yes. So I would prefer that the amount be recovered from Mustafa Yusuf, William Kate, Dr. Vuswasari, but also L&M.
Okay, so
because is there evidence, for instance, so if there's evidence that these monies were paid to L&M, then L&M should refund the money.
That is where I think the Auditor General and the team should have gone further to ascertain whether indeed the monies were paid to LMM. If the monies were paid to LMM, then we can ask LMM to refund the money to the state. If these evidence are not available, then what must be done is that the people who engage LMM should bring back the money.
Good. So I've just seen the report. I'm going to go through all of it.
It's about 700 pages.
Yeah, 700 pages. So I'm just, I'm going to go through all of it. And once I go through all of it, we would also understand, for instance, so if monies were paid to entities for a job that they didn't provide, then those entities may be made to refund those money.
Yes. And if apart from even the fact that the Auditor General said that the three people, Mustafa Yusuf, William Kate, and then Dr. Vuswasari should be made to refund the money. For the administrative lapses, the Auditor General has actually recommended that they should be sanctioned. And the administrative lapses are about 16 of them. If you go through the report, there are 16 administrative lapses that the Auditor General is recommending that they should be sanctioned. And it includes unqualified contractor, fixed sums for variable services, sports equipment contract misalignment. And if you move beyond that and you go deep into the contract, they are actually even claiming that the Boateng sports complex, which was supposed to cost the country about 145 million, they noted that about $34 million was unaccounted for.
The Boateng Sports
Complex, yes. They noted that about $34 million was unaccounted for in the Auditor General's findings. So you study it. I'm sure it's going to be something that will be very interesting in the coming days.
Because I'm looking at something here. And it talks about under the Public Procurement Act and established procurement governance requirements.
That's true.
Applicable to covered entities.
Yes.
Every procurement must have a documented procurement method. That's competitive tendering, restricted tendering, single source, request for quotations, framework arrangement, supported by justification where non-competitive methods are used. Procurement must have documented approvals by the appropriate authority, the entity tender committee, tender review committee, head of entity where applicable. The procurement record must include adequate documentation to evidence, compliance, competition, where applicable, value for money, and transparency. Contrary to these legal requirements, the LOC entered into the following procurement engagements and or made payment where the procurement method is recorded as unknown.
Yes.
The approval authority, entity tender committee, head of entity procurement, entity board, other is not documented or disclosed.
Yes.
How?
Yes.
So provision of one dedicated 24-hour channel for the broadcast of the 13th African Games.
With the GVC.
Purchase of diesel for supply of power to the third dining hall.
It was given to Spring Corp Ghana Limited.
Air tickets for athletes to travel from their base to join Team Ghana for the 13th African Games.
Blueberry Travel Limited.
Payment of air tickets for athletes of Ghana Swimming Association.
Krishna Travels.
Payment of allowance for installation of sports equipment.
Tishan Sports Equipment and Technicians.
Payment of badminton mats and freight charges.
Is it UV Guazio Trade? Triangle Resources Limited. So
and for printing of jerseys for judo team for 13th Africa Games.
Yes.
Totaling 45,961,552 cedis, 60 pesos. Wow.
Winston is shocked. No, but these days, I don't know why. Since the first publication of the story, I've seen loads of reaction online. And sometimes, I don't know why we are yet to become numb about these issues. Because it appeared they don't live with us.
No, hold on. I am not numb. Because this is Ghana's money. Now,
Yeah, it's true.
The Boateng Sports Complex, what's the total cost of it?
It's about $145 million.
And they're saying that we were not able to justify
$34 million. Yes.
Where did it go?
Well, that's why they've asked that some people should refund the money. So hopefully the state will be able to get them to refund. There are also portions they've been they've recommended that they should be sanctioned. Hopefully the state will give them the opportunity to respond. Because I remember speaking to one of them when I got the document, and the person was telling me that unfortunately the document hasn't come to his attention and that he would go through the document. In fact, I shared the document with the person because the person had no clue that document was ready. And it's been ready since February 26th, but I was only privileged to have gotten it just about 2 days ago.
Yes, yeah. I see that. And I mean, I actually see an excerpt from the, PPA ratification letters.
Yes.
That says, as part of the ratification process, an investigation was conducted to determine the circumstances under which single source method was used for the engagement of various service providers for the 13th African Games without the prior approval of the Board of the Public Procurement Authority. The investigation report delivered to the board has been thoroughly reviewed but reluctantly accepted.
Yes. What a country, isn't it?
Indeed, what a country we find ourselves
in. What a country. And I'm glad the president commissioned this forensic audit. I'm glad because it gives us an idea into some of the things that often happen behind the cameras. We might have seen a glamorous competition, especially in the latter days of that competition. But some of the stuff that were done behind the scenes if this audit report is anything to go by, then it isn't nice to read. But as I mentioned, maybe they should be given an opportunity to come and explain themselves. Or maybe in the course of the work that was being done by the Auditor General, I think maybe they should have spoken to them. But as I mentioned, I've spoken to one of them who said he didn't even know that it was ready. And I had to share the document with him. So I'm sure when he reads it, he will study it and he will know how to justify certain things. But as clearly stated there, some portions were identified as unknown. You cannot sign documents and when you are asked to spell out, you indicate unknown on it.
And you see, yes, when you sign documents and you say you don't know what the expenditure is unknown, you must be able to refund the money.
Yeah.
And paragraph 68 makes a point. It says the value for money adjustments should be supported by transparent pricing analysis, negotiations, and documented contract variations reflecting revised price to scope alignment. Contract administration, okay, let me get to 70. The audit team observed that for 9 single source procurements, the PPA board reduced proposed contract sums by 10% and 5% in 2 cases, purportedly to achieve value for money. However, the ministry did not have a documented justification for the prices prior to the reduction. That is the cost build-up review, benchmarking, or negotiation minutes. There's no evidence that the ministry or LOC contested the reductions or renegotiated and documented corresponding changes to scope, deliverables, unit rates, performance obligations, timelines, or acceptance criteria.
Yes.
The implication is that contract sums were reduced without ensuring that deliverables were correspondingly adjusted and contractually secured. Most significantly, this indicates that the contract prices were far too high than expected, and a 10% reduction would not affect the delivery. Okay? Yeah.
In fact, there were even some portions, maybe if you read further, where some commissions that were due people at, say, an agreed figure of 3% were increased when payments were done. So those who received those commissions, they should also refund the money. They should.
But have you heard from any of the people who've been cited in here?
Or, as I mentioned, it was an off-record conversation, and I shared the document with one of them to read. So I wouldn't be able to put that in the public domain. It was an off-record conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So he will also study. I'm sure when he has the time, he will. And if they even invite him, he may be able to explain himself.
Who would have been invited? They've been invited. They were invited.
Yeah. Well, I know some of them were invited. In fact, I was also invited. I remember I was invited to because I was one of the few people or a few journalists who was invited to come and assist the investigation. So I wouldn't be surprised that if they were invited as well. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, no, they'll be invited.
Yeah, as a media person, if I got an invitation,
I mean,
the sellers should be invited.
before you're made to, I mean, as part of the audit,
yeah,
they would speak to these persons. Anybody who played any role, who approved, they'll speak to everybody.
Yeah.
So if you were invited, of course, they would have been invited too. And so it's interesting what we're seeing. But wow.
Yeah.
So in total, they were told that the games amounts was inflated by how much?
Oh, it's a little. It's almost about $50 million. Yeah.
$50 million.
$50 million. Yeah.
And we say we spent how much?
The total amount we spent was around 244 million.
So we could have actually spent about $200 million.
Yeah.
On this.
Yes.
And
per the report.
And we spent
$44 million. Yeah.
You know, that almost that $50 million, it can do a lot for us.
It can do lots of stuff. It can do so many things for this country.
$50 million can actually build hospitals.
Yeah, it can.
It can build 2 Agenda 111 hospitals.
Yeah, it can.
And that went into what? Misappropriation, irregularities, overpricing of contracts.
In fact, the Auditor General described them as unavoidable costs. So that's where we are. There are some of them they describe as opportunity cost and all that.
This one says, you see why I never want us to host anything or go to an international tournaments? I know we need laurels, but with these blatant rot and daylight robbery, why should we go or host? Very sad and most unfortunate. Indeed. Very sad.
It's very sad because the more you do these things, the more it's become extremely difficult for citizens to even be willing to support the state if we decide to enter any bid to be able to host any major competition. It becomes a big issue.
Muftal, thank you very much. I'll study the document. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, we can.
We need to go for some messages from our partners. When we return, our friends from Fidelity Bank will be joining us for the Wheels and Homes Expo. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Never felt this free before. I'm high and I'm getting higher.
Welcome to the Joy Sports World Cup Minute with me, Daniel Kranting. FIFA has introduced major rule changes to eradicate time wasting, improve match tempo, and update disciplinary protocols. The key updates include a visible 5-second countdown to throw-ins and goal kicks. If it takes longer, throw-ins result in a turnover of possession, while delayed goal kicks award a corner kick to the opposing team. Players being subbed off have exactly 10 seconds to leave the pitch. If they take longer, their incoming teammates must wait a minute on the sidelines, temporarily leaving the team with a player short. Any player receiving off-field treatment must leave the field of play and must wait off the pitch for 1 minute before returning, unless the injury was caused by a card-worthy foul. The VAR system can now review decisions regarding a second yellow card and corner kicks if a clear and obvious error has occurred. And that's all for the Joy Sports World Cup Minute with me, Daniel Kranting.
Every day, the grind goes on. We chase the money. We chase the jobs. But sometimes, everything can wait.
Ghana have done it. Ghana heading to the 5th World Cup.
And in that moment, nothing else matters. Everything can wait. FIFA World Cup time has so, and all 104 games are live on SuperSport on GoTV from 11th June to 19th July. Reconnect today from as little as 98 Ghana cedis per GoTV. Love it.
The bottle line has been drawn and history is calling. 2 giants, 1 trophy. Will this be Arsenal's first ever Champions League trophy? Or is PSG lifting it again for the 2nd time in a row? Join your #1 entertainment radio station, Hits 103.9 FM, at the Aviation Social Center as we watch Arsenal versus PSG battle on a giant screen. Ghana, get ready for the Hits FM Rep Your Jersey 2026. This year, we've ramped up the excitement with sports quiz, soccer tournament, the Champions League anthem competition, esports, Jama, and more. All roads lead to the Aviation Social Center. Swag up your jerseys. Wear your football club jersey proudly. And let's all meet at the Aviation Social Center from 10 a.m. to late. Mark the date, Saturday, 30th May 2026, and get ready for lots of fun with friends and family. Entertainment with your favorite Hits FM personalities. Music with a Hits FM DJ squad and amazing prizes to be won from 10 a.m. to the climax of the UEFA Champions League finale match in grand style. The Hits FM Rep Your Jersey 2026 is powered by Joy Sports with support from Joy Prime, Joy News, Joy FM, and My Joy Online, and proudly sponsored by TCL, Inspire Greatness, Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuel for all. Soccer Bet, your best bet for sports betting. Didi Shito, Efie DNye, Heineken, share the passion. Twisco chocolate food drink, power your dream. SHS University, educating the next generation of ethical and entrepreneurial leadership for Africa. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Abaco Services, baby. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phone Papa Pavi. Day by day, men. Strong and refined. The skincare you deserve. Heritage Christian University. Educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders. Citizen Sports Mall. Level up your game. Aqua Natural Mineral Water. Obenumanum Bium. DSTV. Feel every moment. The Hits FM Rep Your Jersey 2026.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And I told you we're going to be having a conversation about the Wheels and Homes Expo. And this morning we've been joined by Harold Ansa, who's head personal banking, Fidelity Bank, and Carlotta Bannerman Amande is customer segment manager, Fidelity Bank. Carlotta, we're having a conversation about the source of your name. Anyway, good morning to all of you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
For many Ghanaians, they heard of that name during what, Rosalinda?
Yeah, I mean, one of those,
yeah.
soap operas.
So, you know,
But
one
I
of my
was
producers.
long named that before.
One of
that
my
soap
producers said, this should be around that time. I'm like, no,
Nah.
I'm not sure. Okay, but you were named any soap
Inspired-
opera or
Nah.
telenovela that.
No. Actually, what happened is that my father tried to name all of us after himself. So he's Carl Ajbambanama. I'm Carlota. My big brother is Carl. We have Carla and Carly. So that's what happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it makes a lot of sense now.
Carl family.
Yeah.
Carl family. Okay. A lot of some men do that. You know, they look at their name. My father-in-law, who is called Leonard, you have all his children with some form of Liu or law, whatever. You know. Anyway, so let's get into it. Let's get into it now. For listeners hearing about it for the first time, or probably asking what it is, what's the Fidelity Bank Wheels and Homes Expo all about, and what can they expect from the second edition?
All right, good morning to you and good morning to your audience. The Fidelity Wheels and Homes, this is a second edition.
Sure.
So it's actually not new. This is a second and a bigger version of what we did last year. It's more or less a one-stop shop where we bring auto vendors together, our partners. We also bring property developers together, as well as insurance partners. And then finally, we have some lifestyle benefits or lifestyle partners who, in terms of, let's say, consumer assets or consumer items, are also available. So we're bringing all these four big, let's say, useful or lifestyle items under one big roof. And we're going to make it possible for our customers, both existing and new, to be able to take on or go home with at least one or two of these items, funded by Fidelity Bank.
Oh, great. Funded by Fidelity. I like that bit. I'll get into that bit shortly. But, we know you as a bank. So why did Fidelity Bank decide to bring auto, real estate, insurance, lifestyle brands under one event platform?
Okay, so when we say that, good morning to your listeners, when we say that we're here for your journey, we mean business. It's not just talk. We know that owning a home, buying a car, these are very basic critical issues for individuals and families. And so we thought that since they are an ecosystem, why not bring them together, cut out the stress for our customers, help them go through their plan to own these things, and also be there to provide the finance for them. So we are bringing all these people together because, it would take you God knows how long to go through maybe 10 housing companies to make a decision, but we're bringing all these people together from selecting which home you want to buy now or hope to buy in the future to which car you can actually possibly own, all at the same venue, providing the environment that supports you to, and then the parents can have time to do all of these things. So we feel that it's necessary to live our words by supporting the journey of our customers.
Interesting. So let's look at those who can attend the expo and the opportunities that are available for individuals, families, and businesses looking to own a car, a home, or household essentials.
You're absolutely right. Anyone who earns a salary can attend. Anyone who runs their own business can attend. And importantly, the family. Because some of these decisions it impacts the whole family. Buying a home, for example, buying a brand new car, for example. If you want to buy a television, furniture for the home, it impacts the family. And most importantly, insurance. So everyone in Ghana is invited. Even if you're out of Ghana, you want to fly and attend the event, we would love to see you there. As I indicated, it's an opportunity for us as a bank, Fidelity, to support our customers and new customers as well. So you do not necessarily must have an account with Fidelity. We want you to join us, be part of the family. And then we, in turn, will help you or support you to acquire any of these assets. So everyone is invited.
I'm interested in the offers because you say you don't necessarily have a financial account. So tell us what are some of the exciting offers, financing packages, and experiences patrons can look forward to during the 4-day event.
So our patrons can look forward to great deals from all the vendors. We have had extensive conversation with them, so they are not coming there with their regular pricing. They are given amazing discounts. We are there, and we promise to do the process for them very quickly. In fact, we're promising to be able to start and finish finance products for people within the period of the campaign. So you just need to be qualified, attend, and we will see you through that process. We're also giving amazing discounts. Don't ask me for figures because I'm not going to say it here, but it's unbeatable.
The boys will say, if you say, once you qualify, the qualification
is very basic. Anybody who earns a salary 4,000 and above, it's all about your choices and your affordability. I beg your pardon. Some people can afford the very high end, others, the mid-range. So it's really about that.
That's okay. We'll be there. I mean, I want to check all the vehicles that are the new vehicles that are in town.
I know what you told me. Yes.
But this year's edition is bigger than before.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us some of the partners and exhibitors who will be participating and how they add value to the expo experience?
Absolutely. As we indicated earlier, we have carefully selected these vendors. They actually deliver value to the quality of their products is also up there. And then, of course, in terms of after sales, so not just more or less giving out or purchasing an item, but afterwards, what happens? So let me just give you a list, if you allow me.
Please do.
We have a tall list of vendors, but I just want to mention some of the key vendors. I'll mix it up, both those who have auto, those who are providing us with insurance, and then, of course, the lifestyle benefits partners, and then finally our property developers. So I'll start with DG Motors, Zanauto, Zonda Tech, Star Assurance, Indigo Homes, Prabo Greenfields, Waylead, which is Alphabet City, Provident Insurance, Mac Ghana. We have Stallion Motors, they deal with Hyundai, Honda, and then Shanghai vehicles. We also have Premium and Triton Motors. We have EV Afrique, they deal with electric vehicles. Property developer, we have New Oak Estates. We have Sunlam Alliance as well. We have Yak Deco, they do interior deco. They are also part. We have Imperial General Insurance as well. We have Eco Block, that's also another developer. We have CFAO Mobility, they deal with brand new and slightly used vehicles as well. We have Savani, also a wide range of vehicles available. SUV, even buses, they have that also available. Then State Housing Corporation is also one of our key partners. Prudential Life, that's our bank insurance partner, would also be there providing life insurance cover. We also have Grace Mobility, they are also present. We have Drive EV, we have Japan Motors, we have Silver Star, and then we have Rehoboth Developers.
Oh, great. Then it's going to be a great expo.
We're actually struggling with space because we have too many people. We had to, unfortunately, because the space is limited, we had to even turn down some of the offers.
Great. So when and where's the expo happening, and why should Ghanaians make time to attend the 2026 Fidelity Bank Wheels and Homes Expo?
I think a lot has been said about why Ghanaians need to make time to come. If you're looking to own a home, whether now or in the future, if you're looking to get a car, whether an upgrade or a new one, if you're looking to furnish your house, to improve things around the house, this is the opportunity to get all of these vendors together. And that's why you need to come. And on top of that, Fidelity is there and is going to provide you with the options of financing that suits your current situation. And on top of that, the event is happening at the Good Park, close to the Accra Mall. I mean, you can essentially say Accra Mall Good Park, and it's starting on the 28th all the way to the 30 days. But this year we have done 4 days to give ample time for everybody to squeeze in time, whether before work or after work, the weekend,
from Thursday to Sunday.
Yes.
Thursday to Sunday, correct.
Yes. And we're there in the morning till 7. Opens at 8 till 7 p.m. So anytime in between, you find a time and you come there. And for everybody that comes there, you're also going to be given a unique code, which you will use to redeem your discount interest rates over a period of 3 months. So it's important to come and sign on. And when you get there, make sure you sign on and you get your unique code so that you can redeem it within the time assigned to it.
Great.
And make your dream a reality.
If I could quickly ask.
Yes, please do.
With the vehicles, for example, you can do a test drive. So we carefully selected that particular venue to allow people to experience their vehicles as well.
So they should come with their licenses too.
Please come with your driver's license.
Don't just come.
Don't just come. Come with your driver's license as well. Because it's really important so people can experience the vehicles. You can also get expert advice when it comes to even decisions around property. If it's service plot you're looking at, we'll be able to provide you a solution on that. If it's you have your home already, you want to complete the home, we'll be able to provide you financing on that as well. If you intend to purchase a new house, we can also provide you with that support where you have a choice of vendors available wherever you want your property, Ebri, Cantonments, Laboni, any place you want that property, so long as it's titled and is available, why not? We'll be able to support you to get that. In addition to that, we would also, if, for example, you own your property already, you will be able to also release what we call equity from that particular property. So you have your titled house already, and let's say you want to release some money from the property. Most of us don't realize that our properties hold value. So from that, you'll also be able to get some money. So it will be a great event. It's bigger than last year's event. So you need to make time to come there. Come and talk to the experts. Whether your choice of vehicle, don't make a decision yet. Come there, talk to the experts, and then make a decision.
And I tell you what, the last time I tried one of these EVs, Charlie, once you try it, you make a decision.
Yeah, you're tempted.
No, you have to make a decision. So thank you very much, Carlotta Banamanamande, who's Customer Segment Manager, Fidelity Bank, and Harold Ansan, who's Head Personal Banking, Fidelity Bank. See you all on Thursday.
We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See everyone there.
Sure. So please make a date. It's from the 28th of May to the 31st of May as the Fidelity Bank Wheels and Homes Expo at the Good Park. We'll be right back.
Coffee in your cup and joy on 99.7 FM.
Yo kind of bend my chest. Timusu sun kasa. Timusu sun kama wasem bo. Shade I'm dead. I play cool but hey I'm hurt. Timusu sun kasa. I don't take things seriously. Back to back continuously. On my grind Muhammad Ali. So you can put the blame on me. I don't look, I don't feel, I don't sense. Feel hating but it's sitting at the bench. This dream nobody go fi quench. If you can't love don't show interest. The way men reason nowadays. So I call God and I pray nowadays. The show love God, you know why it is. So I don't focus on the pain. It's me and my homies. Steady no matter nobody can run me. But I'm a boy, nobody can hand me. And for a fact me, I'm in knows me. de ben my chest. Timon susum kasa. Timon susum kame once and
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
But I've been calling, feels like I am disturbing, so now I am worried. I've been waiting and waiting, I've been waiting and waiting. Don't you care if I make you gonna die? Put your feelings aside. Till the point you don't get when you got pain inside. I've been seeing shady vibe. Can't you see that I need you? Cries. I said, ooh, for the lonely vibe. I'm hurt. Yo, kind of bend my chest. Timon susum kasa. Timon susum kame once and push them. I play cool, but hey, I'm hurt. Timon susum kasa. Timon susum kame once and push.
Yeah, and that's Kwame Eugene. Okay, that's a great one. But let's enjoy it a little bit.
Hey, I'm hurt. Timon susum kasa.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh, I'm hurt. Yo, kind of bend my chest. Timon susum kasa. Timon susum kama once and bullshit. I'm dead. I play cool, but hey, I'm hurt. Timon susum kasa.
So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and it's your birthday. It's your birthday today. That's Engineer Mrs. Sarah's continuous blessings in your life from Engineer Benji Hagan, who's DM in Sawam. So happy birthday to the General Manager of ECG Accra West Region, Engineer Mrs. Sariel A. Echiri. And this one is from Engineer Benji Hagan, DM in Sawam. But you know what? Get ready for the biggest horticulture and agricultural marketplace and innovation festival in the country. Is the Ghana Horticulture Expo 2026 from the 11th to the 13th of June 2026 at the forecourt of State House in Accra. This year's Expo is under the theme From Soil to Sovereignty, Building Ghana's Agricultural Self-Reliance Through Innovation. Expect fresh fruits and vegetables, exciting food exhibitions, modern farm technologies, business networking opportunities, live demonstrations, thought leadership, and so much more. Are you a farmer, agribusiness, food vendor, processor, exporter, or entrepreneur? Then this is your opportunity to showcase your products and services to over 50,000 expected visitors from across Ghana and beyond. Vendor registration and stand booking are currently open. Call 0243 457783 or 0535224555 or visit GhanaHortiExpo.com for registration and more information. The Ghana Horti Expo is brought to you by the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and the Ghana Exim Bank with support from Fidelity Bank, Aeolus Ghana, Golden Exotics Limited, don't miss out. Ghana's journey from soil to sovereignty. Ghana Horticulture Expo 2026, building Ghana's agricultural self-reliance through innovation. But if you're planning for the future, it begins with decisions you make today. So save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, the potential for higher returns than ordinary savings, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Your financial independence is possible with EDC. Sign up today. For inquiries, call 0302 610-400. WhatsApp 0509 268414. But if you need fuel, make that stop at Star Oil, Ghana's largest oil marketing company, because with over 240 stations nationwide, Star Oil gives you high-quality fuel, great service, and real value for money. This is why many Ghanaians are switching to Star Oil. And with a Star card, you can enjoy safe, cashless fueling and easy expense tracking. So wherever you go, choose Star Oil for your quality and affordable fuel. But Electroland Ghana Limited wants you to know that they are giving you monthly big rewards when you buy Samsung, TCL Media, and NASCO electronics anywhere in Ghana and from any authorized dealer or reseller. Just buy your LED smart TV, split air conditioners, double-door fridges, auto grill gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, microwaves, blenders, mobile phones, and more from Samsung, TCL Media, and NASCO, and dial star 928 star 8888 hash,
or go to register.electrolandraffles.com to enter our weekly and monthly draws approved by NLA on the Caritas platform. Electroland Ghana Limited, rewarding your patronage the big way. T's and C's apply. But if you're an HR professional, people's manager, business leader, or someone interested in how organizations achieve results through people, then the CIHRM 2026 conference is for you. The Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management Ghana invites you to its flagship annual congress under the theme Advancing Human Resource Excellence in Ghana, Leadership, Technology and Governance. The conference takes place on Wednesday and Thursday, that's the 10th and 11th of June, 2026 at the Alisa Hotel Northridge. Registration fee as follows. Student members 2,500, members in good standing 3,700, non-members 4,500. Groups of 5 or more enjoy up to 10% discount. Register now at cihrmghana.org. For bulk registration, sponsorships, and partnership opportunities, call Adelaide on 0508 822456 or Audrey on 0508 824058 or email a.latte@cihrmghana.org or a.sapia @cihrmghana.org. CIHRM 2026 conference, shaping the future of HR in Ghana. But I know that we all don't, enjoy queuing. Of course, nobody enjoys queuing, and that's why I, love what MTN is doing now. If you want to switch to an eSIM, all you have to do is just to visit my MTN app, follow the prompts, and follow the steps, and boom, your life is the ultimate life hack. So grab your phone, download the my MTN app if you haven't already, and stop the queue today. Okay. But if you're looking to upgrade your workspace or restock your essentials, Kingdom Books has something special just for you, okay? Come through and enjoy unbeatable deals on all your stationery needs, from notebooks, pens, printers to school and office supplies. Whether you're a student, teacher, or business owner, we've got everything to keep you organized and productive. And that's not all. Transform your space with our stylish and affordable home and office furniture, from comfortable office chairs and steady desks to modern, home pieces that bring life to your space. Quality meets affordability right here. Big discounts of up to 70% quality products. Bring your family, tell a friend, and don't miss out on these amazing offers at Kingdom Books Yard Sales. Venue is the Kingdom Books office at Osu from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Kingdom Books Yard Sales. Shop smart, save big. For inquiries, contact Kingdom Books and Stationery on 0501 401 050 or 0244 311 955.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And for 150 years, Fatima has stood as a beacon of excellence, discipline, leadership, and service. Since 1876, the school has nurtured generations of men who have gone on to shape Ghana and the world. As they celebrate this historic 150th anniversary, they invite you to be part of this milestone. Your support will help strengthen infrastructure, enhance student development, and preserve the proud legacy of this great institution for future generations. You can contribute easily and securely by dialing *920*1876#. Let's come together to honor the past, empower the present, and build the future. In Fatima at 150, Jin Shekan. So look, it's happening now at 10 a.m. We're bringing you the Joy Business Roundtable discussion under the theme to nationalize or transform, rethinking Ghana's approach to mining, oil, and critical minerals. It'll be live on Joy FM and Joy News. So I'm crossing over now to Joy News, where we're going to be bringing you this Joy Business Roundtable discussion on to nationalize or transform, rethinking Ghana's approach to mining, oil, and critical minerals. And that'll be all from us here on the Super Morning Show. My name is Winston. Amoah. On behalf of the team, we say thank you very much for joining us. Stay with us.
Probably never get on board with digital books. I need that analog, that paper, that printed material. I love that more than anything. The smell of a new book is next level.
Also, the sound of the crack of the spine.
Yes, yeah.
Love that.
I think some people are against cracking the spine. I myself,
I do.
I crack the spine.